Whoa! Who said you're allowed to put that many plinks in the chat? What the? What am I seeing? I just saw an ocean of plinks. Is that allowed? Didn't know we were getting another beta. It's not, it's the same one. Lol, you've been pranked. Damn! Sorry. This is why I don't wear t-shirts, because you can see everything. Okay, so I did some testing this morning, and wow, I dove into a rabbit hole that I didn't think I was. You wanna know what I was testing? Sure you do! I was testing how bloom works, and I still don't understand. I mean, I kind of understand it, because I predicted how long the blooms would last, but I can't be bothered looking into it more. Yes. Hello. How is everybody today? Oh, also, one thing that I kind of realized but didn't write down is that everyone gets 10% damage and damage reduction depending on which side you choose, even if the affinity itself doesn't give you like damage. And also, Wolfgang's affinity gives you 30% damage, but you don't get the extra 10%. The extra 10% is part of that 30%. So yeah, I thought that was interesting. I forgot what we're testing though. Let me check. I love you. Wow. Thanks, bro. Very cool. I'm sure there's someone who loves you too. Sorry, that was mean. Right. Sorry. What were we doing? Here, have a look at my word. Wow. Oh goodness, I'm starving. Am I? Oh yeah, you can join the testing server if you want. Do a 360 for the montage. Watch this. I did it. Right. Another Mummysaurus lesson about love. No. She has no love left to give, all to the children. Alright. Oh yeah. I don't think I did this right. So this is Wolfgang's. Basically, I'm trying to work out how useful the one hit is. So this isn't cumulative probability. Let me despawn myself. So this, let me just, whoa, I just do this. So, this, hey Jake, do you have any tips for finding the monkey island always struggle on the sea? Honestly, it's like kind of random. The only thing I kind of say is like you can kind of make a decent guess because there actually has to be room for it, but it's kind of small so it can kind of fit in everywhere. But it's typically near the edge of the map. Yes. Haven't quite any streams yet. You gonna do character boss rushes again for the skill trees? Yeah. Your game seems to be lagging behind the audio. Tried pausing and unpacking several times. Huh. We lagging or no? There might be a little bit of delay. That's usually how it is. The webcam will be down like a 50 or 100 milliseconds. Just sail around. I was gonna reveal my map to show you. Is that a quarter of a second? Yeah, I think it definitely is something. Let me see. Maybe I can. Wow. I don't think I can. The way I would fix it is buffering. What's buffering? Doesn't that just render frames? Will I disable buffering? Ha! Ah! 1 second. We will figure this out. I think the only way I could fix it is by delaying my microphone to fit, because I guess like video is just, it takes a slightly longer to process than audio. Therefore, there's a smidge of delay. When the skill tree's going to be released, there's 3 skill trees coming on the 27th or something. I think it's the 27th. Alright, so there's the map, and as you can see, Monkey Island is there, but like it could easily fit anywhere around the world. But basically, go to the edge, find the, like, sail straight out. Looks a lot better. Really? I didn't change anything. I changed one setting off and then turned it back on. I don't know. Anyway, so you sail out to the edge of the ocean, then go in by like 1 screen or maybe 2 screens, and then just sail around. And then you'll find it. It'll take you a while, but it's almost always on the edge of the map. Like, almost always. Usually, kind of. However, a character who wasn't brought into the concept by Maxwell lacks red in their color scheme. The only one who don't have confirmation of is Wally, whom lacks red, implying it may have been Wagstaff, not Maxwell. I don't know about that, because in Wally's short, it's using the gramophone, but I guess that's made by Wagstaff, but that's how Maxwell, that's heavily indicated to be Maxwell's doing. No, it's delayed. Quick, we must mess with the webcam again. Ah. Thoughts? Setting me up for pufferfish? Yes. Pufferfish, good. Ah! Anyway, so 50%, so on your first hit, if on your first hit you have a 15% chance to do 100% of the damage to the rock, right? And then on your second chance, you have a 15% chance to deal 75% of damage to the rock. So you're doing 11.25%, like, one hit worthy. You're doing like 11.25% of maximum damage. Then 50% chance to deal 50% damage. And then you have a 15% chance to deal 25% of the damage. But like, that would have done it anyway. So I don't really know what I'm calculating here. 15 plus 11.25. This is not how you do cumulative probability, but what I'm doing is like the average amount of damage you do to a rock, which is 9.375. Except not really, because this swing, it's either going to do 25% or 100%. This is if you're mighty. It's either going to be 25% damage or 100% damage. Yeah, maybe you calculate it like that. So you do... You either do 100% or 25%. So you do 100 plus 25. Oh wait, no. So on average, you're going to be doing... Yeah, so on average, you're going to be doing... Yeah. You're going to definitely do 25%, and you have a 15% chance of one-hitting it. So on average, you're doing 25% and 15%. So on average, on your first hit, you're going to be doing 40% damage. Then on your second hit, it's less. It's guaranteed 25%, but also 50% chance at 11.25% damage. I don't know, man. Basically, what I'm trying to work out is like the actual effectiveness. Like, how much time does this actually save you? Because every time you do a normal hit on the rock, the one-hit chance, like, if it happens, it's less effective than if it was the first time. Like, this does 100% damage, this does 75% of the remaining damage, this does 50% of the damage, and this doesn't actually do anything, because that swing would have broken the rock anyway. But normal swing would have broken it anyway. Hello, Kagidon, hello, Xynophore, hello, So in that case, you deal 15 plus 11.25 plus 7.5, but then divide by 3. Oh wait, what did I do? 15 plus 11.25 plus 7.5 divided by 3. So, I mean, well, yeah, it's 11.25. So, but like, is it actually? I don't think you do it that way. I'm not sure what I'm trying to calculate. 15% chance to one hit does not mean. I think it is just, it's over, it says 15%, but for rocks, it's actually like 11.25% like increase in mining speed. Hello, Zack Supreme. Because the first hit, yeah, you get the full 15% because you do 100% of the damage. But then the second 15%, you've already done one normal hit. So you're only getting 75% of the 100% damage. So this hit was wasted because this would have done the damage anyway. So then it's 11.25% effective. I don't know if this math is correct. I guess it depends what the question is. And I don't know what my question is. So I guess for a rock, if you're mighty and... Oh wait, you can only one-hit things if you're mighty, right? I'm pretty sure. So it takes... So I think 11.25% average... like, mining time. I think that's correct. Like 15% chance, but overall... it's only going to increase like your mining by 11.25. I mean, we can test it. We can just spawn 100 rocks. Give me that stopwatch. And then we highlight this. Okay, so it was 35.7 seconds. Well, we'll try to work out. Oh, I should have removed all of the rocks from the world first so that I can count them. I'll try to see how many rocks did I... Yeah, okay. I know what I'm doing now. Oh, right, I could just do this. Okay, so using one of these. Does the Bright Shade tools, like, do they have any extra effectiveness, or do they just have tons of durability? Like this one. Does this just have a ton of durability? Oh, they have more effectiveness? Cringe. I don't want more effectiveness. So, we're gonna, spawn... hold on. Yeah, we're gonna spawn 100 rocks, and then we're gonna do C announce, seek out, prefabs, rock 1, with an extra, the closing bracket. Wait, what the hell? C announce, C count, prefabs, rock 1. That. Okay, cool. There's 100. So now, we go ahead. We do the and then we highlight that, and then we start the timer, and we start swinging. Like, that one activated on the third one. I noticed that the sound effect never happens on the fourth one, so I think the game recognizes when you're gonna, like, you're gonna kill the rock anyway, so it just might not roll. Right, 35.8 seconds, and now we count how many rocks. So we did 28 rocks. Pull out the notepad. Right. Test tier 3 crit chance versus rocks with gold pickaxe, all stacked on top of each other to figure crit chance effectiveness. Okay, so my prediction is that I'll do about 10%, so 11.2, was it 11.25? Yeah, 11.25% more rocks with the crit versus not the crit. So, with crit equals 28 rocks. To be fair, this is only one try, but like, 28 rocks. And then we just delete all this. Despawn, and we remove the perk. There we go. Quality content, I agree. This is the content I signed up for. So now we have 100 rocks, and we are mighty. Wait, by default, don't you only have like a 1% chance to one hit? If it doesn't crit, eat as much of your pickaxe as you would use up to mine the rock? Dunno. Does it? I assume not, but I guess I didn't check. In 35 seconds-ish. Yeah, either way, I should mine less rocks, or do it in a, or it's the same time, but I just do less rocks. No, it doesn't use up any more durability, so I'm not sure where you got that one from. I lasted 35 seconds like before, right? And now I did 22. To be fair, this is only with one test, but like, with no crit equals 22 rocks in 35 seconds. So I don't think it uses up any... Oh, sorry. No, yeah, it does use durability, right? Because sorry. Yeah, it does use up extra durability when you crit. Otherwise, with the crits... Wait, no, it doesn't. Wait. I don't know. Sorry, I'm confused. So we pull up the calculator, and we do a 28 over 22. That's 27%. Hold on. 28 over 22. Wait, sorry. 22 over 28. Oh, hell. That's like 22% more rocks. What the hell? Crits take one swing of durability. Yeah, I wouldn't... It would be kind of odd if it didn't do that. 22%. 22%. Alright, so now we're gonna do it again, except this time with starting with 78 rocks.
How's the beta testing?
Very epic. Thank you for the 4-month subscribe, James Spark. Epic WX main, yes. How much fat? An unfathomable amount. I couldn't even, you know, there's not a big enough number. Oh wait, you weren't talking about fat. Oh, that disappoints me. How much faster is upgraded Moose? They were meant to make it the same as a default player, but it's not. So we went for, we did, oh, we did 20, wait, what? We did 22 again. Oh wait, yeah, right, this is consistent. I'm stupid. This is always going to be 22. I'm stupid. Don't mind me. That will always be 22. And Goose, I forgot. It's in my notes somewhere. So basically with the Moose, it's meant to be the same as default character, but like they didn't do it. So they like applied a speed multiplier that makes the Moose like 0.996 times speed, whereas characters are 1 times. Yeah, unless you hit the 1% chance. True. C, remove all rock 1. C, set mightiness. Do you consider making Minecraft videos in the future? I've never played Minecraft. And I'm pretty sure that that is a game that is extremely oversaturated. So I'd have to be doing something pretty special. Alright, there are 0 rock 1. So now we just go ahead and spawn. Just like rock 1. Oh wait. C spawn rock 1. 40. Spawn 40 of them, that'll do. And I don't need to time it. Ding ding. I guess it would be salt in the wound if like you heard the ding on the last hit of a rock. So I think they just do it so that if it's like if your hit is gonna kill the rock anyway, it just doesn't roll the crit chance. Which makes sense because it doesn't make a difference anyway. Alright, so we had 40 and now we did 29. Okay. $29. Let's do more. It do be effective though. Wait, this test is like not testing what I want to test. I guess what I'm saying is how much, what this is, the 11.255% I'm talking here is like, if 15% is 100% of the damage potential of the crits, on average, it's only doing 11.25% of the 15% like damage potential. But that's the wrong number for saying how much more effective is it. Did 29. Like, yeah, I'm getting more rocks. And all of it, I guess, oh no, I guess what I should be testing is the speed. So all of this happens in 35 seconds. It's just that I'm doing more rocks in that second, in that amount. I don't know, man. Might have unique griefing potential. Moonrock walls, hammer 25 times, hit breaks the sort of anti-griefing measurement. Wolfgang can smash. True. Okay, let's do it again. Just one more time. Because basically, my math is just off. So basically, it always takes 35 seconds. You do 35 seconds of swinging. Yeah, that's the correct way of doing it, right? Yeah, no, that makes sense. You have a 15% chance every swing. That 15% is only valuable on the first 3 swings, so the 4th swing will always break it. And so that gives you a 45% chance per rock, but like that doesn't mean a 45% increase in time. That's how I should have worked it out. So you have a 45% increase in like how fast you'll do it, except not really, because if you one hit on the second hit, you wasted time on the first hit. And if you one hit on the third hit, you wasted time on the second and the first hit. So it's somewhere between like 12.5% and 45%. Is that right? So like 32.5%, maybe minus 15. No, it'd be minus 15%. So yeah, it's about, it should be 30%-ish faster, but this is kind of like awkward, not like awkward, but like biased, because I kind of know the answer now anyway. So I did 28 that time, okay. So yeah, it's like 25 to 30%. How do you even say that? with one pickaxe, you can expect to mine 25 to 30% more rocks than without the crit chance. What this means is that you can expect to mine 25 to 30% more rocks with one pickaxe with the 15% crit chance than without the 15% crit chance. Yeah, that's the correct way of saying it, because, yeah, you can expect to mine 25 to 30% more rocks with one pickaxe with the 15% crit chance. That's the correct way of saying it. Because if I was like, oh yeah, you like mine 25 to 30% faster, it's like, yeah, you could say you mine the rocks faster. Oh wait, hold on, what? So you expect to mine 25 to 30% more rocks with one pickaxe with the 15% crit chance than without the 15% crit chance, and within the same time. Within the same time. Wait, hold on. That's not worded right. And taking the same amount of time. So like, they both take the same amount of time, it's just you get 25 to 30% more rocks with one pickaxe. Yeah, that's the correct way of saying it. That's the correct way of saying it. Because basically, this scenario is not realistic. You'll never... The world will never spawn with just a bunch of rocks stacked on top of each other. They'll all be spread out. But the correct way of saying it is... You can expect... You'll get 25 to 30% more rocks with one pickaxe. With the 15% crit chance than without the 15% crit chance. And you will take the same amount of time. Because you still have to walk around to each of the rocks. Actually, no. That's actually not. Because you'd have to do more walking. If you mine more rocks, it will probably take more time. But anyway, for example, that's the... Yeah, taking this... taking the same amount of time mining. Yeah, just the mining in there, because the walking part, that you'll do more... Because you're mining more rocks, you'll be doing more walking, so that part will take longer. But you'll spend less time actually mining them. Really hoping West gets to what yeah, okay. That's kind of that. The math is not correct, but the test is good enough for saying good enough. I never let me just read through this. Is the Wolfgang like is this if wait, what's this? Small sanity error at the sanity less than 7. Oh yeah, right. I need someone in my life right now. Right now. I need to do the coaching. And I need to see how, like, fast the sanity aura is. I play console. Sorry. That was mean. PS2 on PC is free? No, but it's like cheap. Hold on, let me check the store page. Tis £10.99. Yeah, but it goes on sale pretty like a lot, so it goes down to £3 or £4. Hello. Listen. Time to say goodbye to your sanity. Never had one in the first place. Epic. You can have invisible mode so that hopefully they don't attack you. It's coaching time. Hey. What your sanity? 0? Okay. Let me know. Actually, Ugh. Look, it is me, Wendy. You can only coach one normal, not me. I know, I didn't mean to go mighty, but I changed my mind. You're gonna be Wolfgang, and I'm gonna be someone else. When do you need a skill tree? I think everyone, all of them will. Make whistle. Oh yeah. No wonky skill tree. I crash. You crash? Why can't I join? I don't know, what does it say? Whenever I regenerate this world, the server crashes. There's definitely something wrong with it. Perhaps I restart server and see if that does something. Nice. There's relaxing and smooth chat. Oops, I misclicked. Server should be up soon. Nice. Authenticate failed? Okay, yeah, I'll just restart the server. Well, thanks for the... I like Jakeyosaurus W. Wow. Whoa! Nice. Oh, thanks for luck. Hello, Wolfgang. Hello. You got coaching skill. This skill should be additive to a character's yeah, that's what it does right now. It doesn't change their reworks, it just like adds on top of them. Okay. There's your whistle. Begin coaching and stay normal, Wolfgang. So let's see. I reckon when he coaches, oh, you just stopped. No, you just press it once. Stop. No, do it once, then do nothing. Okay, so now you've begun coaching, so now you do nothing. You're in a coaching state now. So every so often, Wolfgang will begin coaching. Okay, so you instantly get 5 sanity. Is that what it is? Every time he coaches, you just instantly get 5 sanity? Is it a percentage or is it just a flat 5? Oh, it was 6. Maybe it's 5.5 sanity. Yeah, you can do anything. It can take up to 40 seconds for you to coach again. Alright, so that's... No, it can't be 5.5. It has to be less than 5, because I went from 111 to 115. Unless it scales really weird. Hold on, I'll check. Uh-oh. I'm getting a message from Qatari. At that time it was 5, so maybe it's like 4.75 or something. Hold on. What is the best Geo to kill bosses? I ask you because you're the greatest master in this game. Ah, yes. The greatest Geo to kill bosses is like, it depends. If it's you and your friend and it's no one else, then just pick the 2 characters that you're both best with. But if you're thinking like objectively and you have equal skill of all characters, then it's probably just like Wolfgang and like... I don't know, you don't even need the double damage, but it is nice because it saves resources. I'm trying to think who gives like really good utility that causes... I mean, Wartox? Now, Wally, basically, once you have 2 players and one of them's Wolfgang, you have plenty of damage. And like, if you say Wanda and Wally, but like, you'll get all the bosses will be dead within your first autumn. So all of the goat horns you get will go towards Weather Panes and not towards Volt Goat Jelly. And even if you did, 1 Volt Goat Jelly is 1 boss kill. So it's probably Wolfgang plus a very heavy utility character, like WX for speed or Wartox for teleporting. Probably Wartox, honestly. I've asked you on Discord, very epic. I'm looking for the Wolfgang's... like how much sanity he gives to his teammates. We had the code for it like yesterday. What did you say? Tree shade cooling threshold 63. Probably the same as default trees. I can't find anything else in tuning unless you have the code name for the plant. You could maybe find plants code name.lure. Oh, shade plant. That's just what the perk is called. Otherwise, it's just wormwood when he's bloomed. Okay, I'm gonna despawn and pick like when Wicker Bottom with a higher sanity threshold, see if anything changes. It's just every time he coaches, it's just like a flat 5 or something. Thank you, Kataru man. Because I'm playing with my cousin and I want to kill the boss very quickly with him and at the same time teach him how to play. Okay, see, it's like a beginner, so probably just one of you play Wartox, one of you play Wolfgang. Was that 10? Oh no. Okay, it's like 5 every time he coaches. The actual effects that followers are affected by it. They deal damage along players within a range. It's all sanity aura if there's... It's not even a sanity aura. Gaining +5 flat sanity if their sanity is less than 75% of their maximum. Okay, so now if I set my sanity to 75% of max, let's see if it goes up now. So Katara, does it so in that wormwood section, does it, like with the perk, does it just reference like the tree default cooler? Where is team? I'm team. No, the wormwood section. I see. But I mean, like, it's the cooler items, right? And where does it reference what? I'll keep watching because it has helped me a lot, and then you very much. The boost is rich in this game. You're welcome. I don't know. Hover over whistle. Hello, Wolfmaster. Yeah, when I said no team. Okay, no, now you've stopped coaching. If you hover over the whistle, it tells you what, like, because it says stop coaching or start coaching. So yeah, when you say no team, I didn't get anything. When you say no team, it's just, it failed one of the checks. So for some reason it said that there was no team nearby. And so it didn't coach. Those values are the target temperature of the different items they try to go towards when you use them. Those values are the target temperature of the different items they try to go towards when you use them. Ice Hat Cooler. Oh, so Ice Hat Cooler tries to go to 40 degrees. Watermelon Cooler tries to go to 55. Mini Fan tries to go to 55. Tree Shade goes to 45. And Tree Shade cooling threshold is 63. So like, it doesn't let you go above 63, but it tries to get you down to 45? Question mark? Right, now we have team. Read, please, I want your opinion. I guess coaching has use on food, or was it? Oh yeah, I didn't get any of that. So if I was at 75% max sanity and I didn't get any sanity. So now if I set it to 7, so now I'm at 74%. Oh wait. Oh, I have a sanity aura because of my pig, right? Okay, cool. I'm just waiting for the next coaching round to see if it does anything. Because now I'm at 74% max. Okay, I did. Okay, so it is just that simple. If their sanity is less than 75% the maximum. Yeah, if you're at 75%, you don't get the +5 sanity. Cool. Is there really any value in the therm bell? Because if it's the same as default demo, why would I use it over a battle bear on the thermal? It saved an inventory slot, but that's all it has going for it. I don't really think it's that good. already tested on Merms? Yeah, we already did it. I mean, it doesn't really... Against followers, it's very simple. It's just 100% extra damage for 10 seconds every time he coaches, and he has a 40% uptime on average. It's my first time stream. What's up? Hello, Neutral. Okay. It's the gem bell being X. Nice script. Thanks. It's more of a bullet point list, but it will be turned into a script eventually. 100 and... Oh, right. I have the perks on. I wasn't meant to have the perks on. I'm just checking if any damage multipliers apply awkwardly. So yeah, it is 85 by default, and you can't throw it when you're not mighty, so... let's see. Oh, this one specifically says 50%, right? Yeah. Spacebar. Alright, boys, we need to test how effective is the ice freezing the freezing effect from this versus an ice staff. What? It's so small and pathetic when you're not mighty. Did I just hear 3 pufferfish? Yeah, they did buff Wolfgang kind of because of the skill tree. Like worst case scenario, you just get 30% extra damage against the nightmare creatures, but then this is super good as well. Don't I have PvP on? Hell yeah. Sorry. Harder, daddy. I see. Is it 2 ice staff shots? I need an enemy that takes like 3 shots to get frozen. I guess a boss will work. Wait, was that 4? Ow! Oh, he only takes 2. Lame. Damn, 8 strikes? That's crazy. Wolfgang! Come here. No, I perished. Oops, God mode. Should I use Crab King? You're right, you're right, you're right, you're right. Come here. What am I doing? Oh, right. So usually it's 6 hits for Crab King to be deathed. Wow! Crab King! Oh, wait. We need pierogies? No, no. No, no. Okay, here's your pierogies. Okay, it's 6. Okay, I think it's 2. It's like 2 ice staff hits. But it might be like 2.5, but I can't tell. Wait, I threw 4 that time. Huh? Wait, what? I'm confused. What's happening? No, but you always fight Crab King with the Pearl. You always do, though. Oh, I missed with one? Oh, okay. Alright, it's like 2 ice staff hits, right? Or is it with 2.5? I don't know. I think it's 2. Same as 2 shots from an ice staff. Not to mention you lose. How much durability do you lose? 86. It's like 4.5% or something. Okay, that was a 3, maybe a 3.5. Is it 3.5? This will go down to 90 or 91. Does it scale with how far you throw it? No, it's just 3.5%. Okay, it's just 3.5%. You lose 3.5% durability of the dumbbell every time you throw it, but these are both fun to grief your team with. Yes. I am become death. Oh, I hit myself. 85! Goodness gracious. So much damage. We cooking. How long do the flame lasts, though? How many flames does it spawn? 3? Is it 3 flames? And they last for like 8 to 9 seconds. Fire dumbbell spews out 3 large flames which last 8 to 9 seconds. My first time in Twitch chat. Hello, welcome. Sorry. Stretch. Needs to fix water. Why do they need to fix water? Nice. Alright, does coaching buff Maxwell's puppets? They're doing 20 damage. Does it? I think it does. Oh, it does! It works on Maxwell's puppets too! Cool. Also, this... Also, coaching works on Maxwell's shadow puppets also. I need to pee, so I will be right back. If only Gomes says stuff before making cuts, he said it doesn't boost other followers. I mean, it does. I don't know. Did he just say that without testing it, or did he just not test it properly? But it does. So I like tested it and I checked the code to see what it does. So basically what it does is it's a 6 3/4. What is it? Is it 6 3/4 or 6 1/2? It's like a 6 to 7 tile radius around Wolfgang. It checks for followers of Wolfgang, and then adds them to the list. Then it checks for other characters within that radius who have followers, and then adds them to the list. Then once it's gone through all of them, so it doesn't check individual followers for everyone. It checks, well, I mean it does. It checks individual followers for Wolfgang. Then it checks followers, but for everyone around in that radius of Wolfgang. So the followers could be off screen, but as long as like Wirt is within 6 1/2 tile radius around you, which is basically your entire screen, then all of Wirt's merms will get the buff. So yeah, that is how it works. I don't know why Wirt's do it. Well, this is why. I don't know, man. That's what, I'm not gonna say anymore. What was I testing? I forgot. Nice. Who's attacking me? I will kill you all. Never attack me ever again. Or suffer the consequences. Oh, no drops until the 26th. Or 27th, I think. Lol. Okay. Does Shadow Lunar Alignment bonus affect double damage? Probably. Oh yeah! Wait, why am I doing such little damage? I did 185 before. Did someone lie to me? Did these do less damage than the gem bell? Wait, why am I was doing 185 earlier. Wait. I was doing 185 earlier. What happened? Oh no, it's 170. Oh no, it's 85 base, 170 when max scaled up. So yeah, I am currently lunar aligned. So if we spawn a nightmare beak, I don't know how much damage that did. Oh, sorry. Yes, it does. It did like a ton. It did like 230 damage. But at this point in the script, I haven't talked about the affiliation yet. DPS test? Oh, right, we want a DPS test. 139? No, that was overkill damage. It does like 200 and something. So it starts with 400 health, and it went down to 179. So I did 221, but it probably multiplies weird. So it's probably 221 point something. I missed. I guess we should test the AoE. Oh, I will. Is it like half a tile? It's not. It's like less than half a tile. Okay, that's its range. Oh wait, it hit that one. Okay, its range is like exactly half. Is it just under half a tile? Because if it was exactly half a tile, it would like hit both of these. It's like just under half a tile radius. Though the area of effect of the dumbbell throw is just under a half tile radius, so you can almost hit everything in one tile around where the dumbbell lands. Hold on, let me explain it. So if thrown in the center of a tile, you'll hit almost everything inside of that tile. Oops. Alright, what next? I guess the DPS, but it's just like how the animation for throwing it is like... I guess the range. The range is... what, 2 tiles. The range of the throw is maximum two tiles, while the throwing animation and travel time takes X seconds until the dumbbell hits. How long until it hits? Wait for it to hit 10 seconds. 9. 10! It's like, oh, like 1 second? It's like a second and a half. Yeah, it's like a second and a half. Nice. The minus drain from when above 100 minus is the same as if it were below 100, as it will scale, and it's complete with hunger, and those rates haven't changed. Alrighty, let's test that. Let's test this. That's an assumption, and I don't actually know. Hello, hello. Oops. How do we get affinity as Wilson? You just go on the skill tree and you just enable whichever affinity you want. But for every 10 days you survive, you unlock 1 point. And then I think for Wilson, you have to spend like 10 or 12 points before you can use the affinities. And you need to kill Fury and Celestial Champion to unlock the affinities. So I don't think you actually would use this. This could be goofy though. I don't know. How much health do Grumblebeats have? The area effect just isn't big enough. It's kind of stupid though. No, I think you just do this. I think that's what you do. True. The beard inventory is very good. Yes, I agree. Here you go. Amulets for everybody. See, give Amy. What the hell? Oh, they're actually trying to kill Crab King. Sorry guys, I'll help. Only 5,000 damage, what the hell? Only 4,000 damage, what the hell? What the hell? Alright guys, he's close, you can kill him now. Get him boy, 600 health. Why the crab on land? I don't know, I think they changed where he spawned. Get him boys. How to hit moving tiles with the throwing ball. I use it to aggro Volga and they dodge it so easily. Yeah. Sounds about right. Alright, yeah, so Mightiness Drain. Can you revive yourself? Revive yourself. Or kicked. Oh no, Berger is coming. So I should lose 24 mightiness if I skip half a day. Okay, perfect. So you lose 48 mightiness per day. As long as your hunger is above 150. People call it only maxed out gem bells? Yeah, it would take it would take like what, 17, 16 throws? Oh, sorry, my mistake. I don't know why I thought I did 200. 23.5 throws. Can we see it? Fine. Dumbbells only! Dumbbells only! I missed! Woody cheated! Oh, I threw it the wrong way. Ah! I missed. Hello, I'm new here. I'm slowly getting into the game. Watching content. I'm excited for Woody's change. Me too. I think it's probably the best skill tree. I don't have the perk to do max damage with dumbbells. Silly goose. Wolfgang, distract him. Ah, what the hell? I'm running. Okay, ooh, Now we make the mighty gym. Get the hell out of my room, I'm playing my... Sorry. It's time to go beyond plus ultra! I'm sorry. If you set your mightiness, right, so what I'm trying to figure out is, because the ultimate bottleneck here is how often can you lift? So you do gold, white, oh, you can do it too early? Gold, wait, what? Why does it say wrong? Wait, am I clicking it too early? Wait, I didn't know there was a limit. So I guess you need to do one per person. Anyway, start timer. Well, timer for to test. So I should lose 24. Oh wait, what was my hunger? It's gonna drain a smidge faster if your hunger is low. Huh? Wait, but I'm not clicking wrong. Okay, it's the same drain rate. Okay, cool. Correct. So this is a very the 1.562 visors before your mightiness hit 75 without any other boosts to mightiness, which is like 12.5 minutes. 12.5 minutes of uninterrupted mightiness, depending on your playstyle. You may never need a dumbbell as long as you fight or work well, not at the base. And while you are at the base, you use the gym before you leave. I would definitely max out this perk, and I'm particularly excited to use it in speedruns. I think you'll save a lot of time trying to raise mightiness before and during fights in day-to-day running around. Highly recommend. Oh no, planar damage. This is where things are going to get basically as complicated as it gets for don't stuff together, which is calculating damage with lots of damage. What has with planar damage? Let's talk about what planar damage is because we have never talked about it in depth before. Oh, I haven't wrote about that yet, but like I know how to. Why is timer running? Because it wants to run away from you. Sorry, that was mean. Without weather panes in solo, yeah, you just use more lazy explorers to teleport out of cages to kill all the woven shadows. That Buell. So I'll need to write about that. The last one was Shadow and Moon, both things are simply ramping damage bonuses, either Moon or not. It's not ramping, but like the skill is ramping. But ramping sounds cool, so we will use it. Okay, I think they're like done. Oh wait, there's one thing on the Wormwood one which isn't quite complete. How the dumbbell changes in the new patch. The thermal stone one seems legit. It seems legit, but then you're like, wait a second. It's as bad as the rock dumbbell. So, like, you save an inventory slot because you have a thermal stone, but then you have to use it to lift, and it's way slower than using a marble or anything more than that. So it's like you sacrifice you gain an inventory slot, but like you're gonna be lifting for longer when you want to lift. So I don't know. I don't think it's that good. We'll see though, because I don't know, because if you do this, if you use your gym to get to 150 mightiness, you're good for 12.5 minutes. You have 12.5 minutes of mightiness, unless you like you chop a tree or something, then it goes up even more. Oh wait, no it doesn't. No it doesn't. I lied. If I chop a tree, does it pause my mightiness? Because I know it doesn't make it go up, right? Because only the gym can push you past 100. It doesn't pause it, right? Like it'll still go down while I'm working. Yeah, the only way to go beyond 100 is using the gym with that perk. It would go up by this point. Oh no, but what I'm saying is like, so, like, dumbbells can't push you above 100, but you can still run around holding them and it stops it from dropping. So I was thinking maybe it's the same for working, because normally I did a one hit. Oh, that was without any perks. That was a... Oh no, it's 10% in mine. You're right, that it should pause it at least. Well, I'm not sure. That's why I'm testing it, because I don't know if it actually does pause it. We're just having trouble. I think it does pause it. I haven't lost it in a while. I guess I could set hunger to 0. Because hunger to 0 will give you the maximum drain. Alright, let's see. So at this point, my mightiness should be plummeting, but it's not moving. What the bear doing? He's missing that behavior. Okay, cool. It does pause it. Okay, cool. So I need to open the Wolfgang one back up. Gosh darn it! 1 second. Increase of 10 with each tier, but you can only push your mightiness past 100 with this perk by using the mighty gym. Use dumbbells will push you past 100 normal dumbbells, increasing your mightiness while you're above 100. But running around while holding a dumbbell while it does stop. There's still something interesting. Also, working does not push your mightiness above 100, but if you are working while your mightiness is above 100, it will stop your mightiness from dropping until you stop working for X seconds. How long do you have to stop working before it starts dropping? So I'm going to click away, then hit the timer. My mightiness, okay, it's plummeting. It's like 2 or 3 seconds. I say 3 seconds. Is this Wormwood? This is Wormwood. Stops your mightiness from dropping until you stop working for 3 seconds. Then it will continue to drain. Continue to drain as normal. And because I'm starving, it just like plummets really fast. Does holding a dumbbell not decrease his mightiness either? Yeah, so if you hold a dumbbell and run around, your mightiness doesn't go down. It's just that if you lift with it, it doesn't go up. And because now I'm standing still, it's gonna plummet still. There's like a 3-second cooldown before like the effect actually hits, but yeah. You already did Wormwood? Yeah, Wormwood's mostly done. Oh, there's one thing with Wormwood. I think that's Maxwell. I mean, Wolfgang done. Yeah, I couldn't figure out the beat. Yo, is Gitaru still here? You want to tackle and try find the code for the B Diagro range? Yeah, I need to write this up off stream, so I'll just highlight that. Yeah, I think Wolfgang's done. I need to write about planar damage, but that's it. And then for Wormwood, I think it's just... Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, and the Lord of the Fruit Fly. Boys, we need to do some testing for Wormwood. I forgot about that section. We did lots of mushroom planter testing this morning. Okay, we need to do testing with this. Which includes regenerating the... Guys, you might get kicked out when I regenerate the world. New one with DPS. I don't know. Oh, I didn't work out his DPS. You can join the world. Oh yeah, so we don't know if it... I think it's like a 25%... If it's a 25% chance to deal 85 damage, then it's like, what, 21.75 or something? 85 over 2... over 2 over 2, 21.25. But then that's twice per second. So yeah, it adds 42.5 damage per second. Assuming they all hit, which they won't. So it's like fine, I guess. This effectively adds about 42.5 DPS to Wormwood's personal damage, assuming all the vines hit and spawn at an average of 25% of the time. Increasing Wormwood's, and yeah, I mean that's it. 42.5 DPS. 42.5 DPS is okay. So Wilson by default is just 68 times 2. That's over 42.5. Oops. which is about 31% of Wilson with no perks versus a normal enemy. So you can say Wormwood does 1.31 times damage, but that's like best case scenario. Moose DPS is like 1. Let me check. It was like 1.5 or something. It depends what you're fighting, of course, but this is so funny. This is the funniest point where we got a damage multiplier, which was really awkward. Anyway, so DPS is 159.375, which is scripts. You want my scripts? Sorry, they're all mine. No sharing. No. Which is 136 over 159. Other way around. 159.375 over 136, which is 17%. Which is 17.2% more DPS than Wilson versus a normal target. Wilson with no perks versus a normal defense target. But of course the Moose is much better versus a planar defense enemy. It depends so much on what they're using, but if like Wilson was using like planar weapons, like Moose would still be better, but not by much. What are the possibilities for them now? The dumbbells haven't really changed. The new dumbbells are kind of poopy. Like you could maybe make a farm like where you trap monkeys behind a wall of statues, and then you just throw a dumbbell to one-hit them all. Except you don't, because you'll need to throw multiple dumbbells because your AoE is very tiny. And then the thermal dumbbell's not very good. If they made it as good as a Marbell, it'd be cool, but I don't think they will. Alright, yes, so we need to do some Wormwood testing. Recommendation for the skill tree? That'll be in the video, but I guess I can do it in a second. Thanks for making your YouTube videos. They'll also come and say hi. Hello! Glad you like the videos. You can be whatever character you want, by the way. What am I testing? Who's this? Is this? Yeah, this is Wormwood. I'm closing the other two. Also, I think I'm going to be doing Wolfgang first, but maybe I'll do the Woody video first, because Wolfgang is like more like wow, because like that's what I used to speedrun. But I think Woody has the biggest improvements out of the three. I know you don't really use B for long term in your runs because you don't find it enjoyable. I just never have, because like it's annoying having to control something other than your character. It takes one little mess up and then they die. Because as soon as you dismount them, they take NPC damage and not player damage. So they take substantially more damage and they'll probably die. Because you can't call them away from a fight either. I mean, I guess you can jump through a wormhole and force them to teleport to your Beefalo bell. So the Lord of the Fruit is simply more like spawn. Normally Lord of the Fruit spawns after day 35 once you grow X amount of crops. Okay, so first thing to test. You have full set clubs now, lads. Kill. Ow. In a long term, Rod, B-Flow are pretty good for sure. Help me. Warthogs, heal me. Useless Warthogs not healing the team. Look at this. Heal! Oh, it's rare fire turtle. It all explains itself now. Alright, stay away from my farm dweebs. Oh no, I don't. Okay, here. Well, I can plant these myself. Yo, so how many plants is it for the thing to spawn? Is it like 18? How many do those plant? What? 15 fully grown or rotting. But don't you have to be like on screen and they have to grow? 12. Okay, that's 18. Okay, that's 15. So this is without the perk. You have to be on the screen when the 15th one grows. Ah, when the 15th one grows, I see. Wait, who just dumped all this stuff here? Oh wait, I did it. Because I just despawned. So this should spawn the Lord of the Fruit Flies. Question mark. Does that include weeds? I guess it doesn't include weeds. Okay, there we go. Okay. Okay. Now, we test again. One of you be wicker. So now, this perk says, the Lord of the Fruit Flies is more likely to appear, but I don't get it, because, like, Lord of the Fruit Flies doesn't have, like, it's not RNG, it's you either meet the condition or you don't. It's either it happens or it don't, you know what I'm saying? 12, alright, that's 15. Okay, Wicker, I'm gonna need you to read. Wicker, read. Haughty expanded. TY. Maybe a few plans to read. That's what I was thinking, like, more likely, but that's inaccurate. Maybe, like, he has a, like, the cooldown is less between spawns, or there's no cooldown. Let's see. Oh, there's just no cooldown. It was still 15, but there's just no cooldown. He just immediately spawns. Where's my one-hit node? Oops, I killed one. Okay, let's try. So, Lord of the Fruit Flies normally has a cooldown, right? Like, after you kill him, he doesn't spawn for like 15, 20 days. Can I check the world settings in here? No, I can't. Let's try. Get Chester out of the way, I'm gonna scream. Get out of the way. Death. I crashed? Oh, okay. Let's see. Okay, no, it still requires 15. Pretty sure you already knew this, but still, Moose's healing stats as jelly beans. I would imagine it would, but I guess I can explicitly say that in the video. Wait a second, it didn't spawn. What's the point for the Lord? I looked him up and he seems mid. He drops a fruit fly that auto tends. So maybe there is a cooldown, but like there wasn't last time. He spawned twice in a row. Huh. Okay. Oops. I'm gonna regenerate the world and see if that happens again. Maybe he spawned. Maybe they just made it so that the first time you kill him, he doesn't ever. He doesn't like go on cooldown, but the second time you do, he does go on cooldown. Oh no, bad. He can spawn. I read he can spawn after 20 days. Oh, I thought it was 35. I thought maybe his cooldown was 20 days. What guy do I do first? Wolfgang, Woody, or Wormwood? I think it has to be Wolfgang or Woody because Wolfgang's gonna be the most popular one, but Woody's is really good. So like I'm conflicted. I really want to do Wolfgang's first, but Woody's is probably the best skill tree because it improves him the most. So that's why I want to do Woody. Please, Woody. Oh goodness. Woody, fine. I'll do Woody first. What was I doing? All right, Wormwood. It basically is a rework for Woody. He's so improved. It's like they just all of the problems in him they just like fixed, which is the best way to go. Wait, do the plants have to be planted in a farm plot? If you can't grow giants because the requirements can't be met with the speed at which they're growing, we'll get a crop rotation. I covered this in the all character video, but basically, you can meet the requirements if you're fast enough, which you can do. It's just that there's just a hard no in the code that says if you use the book to do it, you're not allowed to grow giants. Even if you like get maximum points, it just says yeah, it can't be a giant. Unfortunately. Oh wait, did I just delete a bunch of those crops? They shouldn't do that. Well, I think it basically, if Wickerbottom's books had the ability to grow giants, it would just invalidate the whole farming update. Because you would never actually farm, you just get Wickerbottom. Only one is it? Oh, so it is 35 days. I thought it was 35 days. Someone in chat said it's 20. I was like, I'm pretty sure it's 35. Also, can the seeds, do the seeds have to be in a farming plot to attract Lord of the Fruit Flies? I was wrong, I admit it. Oh, okay. Oops, I ate the seeds. I'm a ruthless leader. If you don't do what I say, like a 1 millisecond after I say it, death. I'm a very reasonable leader. Yes, yes. Oh wait, come back. Wait, click and drag. That's Action Q Reborn version 2. Yes. Okay. Oh, I made them rot. Now he'll spawn earlier anyway. Yeah, I'll do Woody's first, probably. More than Moose Idol. I'll do you one better. You can make your own. Fools, thinking you can pamphlet hounds. As soon as one hound barks, it wakes the rest of them up. Sorry, I clicked on the wrong one. Stop dying. I'm gonna plug my phone in. Let me just see. Will he spawn? Probably. He should, because I rotted a bunch of plants, so it should have reduced it. Yeah, okay. Alright, so now we kill. And then we do it again. My beloved, ah yes, it is I. So let's see, will a second one just spawn? Because what does it mean, more likely to spawn? That doesn't make sense. It is an RNG. It just either happens or it doesn't. Okay, he didn't spawn again. Maybe the cooldown is less, so let's skip. So normally his cooldown is like 10 days. So 20 days. So we'll skip 10 days. Oops. God mode. Time to kill everything. Oh no, the burgers. No, the burgers. Dude, the bug boss is hilarious. True. Ancient Herald is a bug? No, the burgers! Not again. More burgers. It's a Hercules beetle? I mean, I have no idea. So this is 10 days after he died. So maybe it just reduced cooldown between kills. No. Let's skip 5 days. Quick, more burgers. Maybe the book ruins it? No, the book spawned it the first time. Because all it looks for is it looks for 50, like 4, like every time a crop grows, it checks, is that the 15th crop close, like is that the 15th crop in a certain area around that crop, and it needs to be fully grown. So once the 15th crop grows, that triggers it to spawn. So now I'm gonna skip 5 days again, except this time he'll spawn again because his cooldown's over. More burgers. The pigmen will save us. 10 pigmen. No, the burgers. Oh no, the gestalts. That's a lot of fire damage, goodness gracious. That silly piggy should have watched my fire farm video, then he would know to stay away from the fire. You quit RS? I haven't played in a while. I just got kind of bored of it. And now, more carrot seeds. Why'd this stop? Oh, the Google Chrome died? Oh, there we go. Hello, lag. Read, please. Whoa! So it should spawn this time. Oh wait, it spawned before the 15th crop. Alright. Spawn with like 10? Yeah, I think so. More burgers. Save me. Source code would be quicker. Modders have the data. Yeah, the problem is I couldn't find it. There's a lot of files. So unless you know how to find them, then no. I spent like an hour, or not, like maybe half an hour yesterday searching for the file it could be in the modifier. But the thing is, I don't know what I'm looking for. Because I don't know how they made it more likely for him to spawn. So are you just like saying that, but you don't actually know how to find the file, or do you know where the file is? Because not only you have to find the correct file, which who knows which file it's in, then you have to actually find what the code names are and how it's referencing stuff. Because we're looking for probably a modifier of sorts. Oh my goodness. My Chrome is lagging. Oh my goodness, imagine that. Let's give it a quick refresh. It's okay, Chrome. You can do it. I believe. What the hell? Gone real quiet. What happened? I only plant 10 this time. I'm not good at the list. Ah, yes, a tool to find it. But it's not, even if you were good, like you don't know what you're looking for. That's what I'm saying. You don't know what you're looking for. Because I don't know in which way it influences how likely it is to spawn. I don't know what it does. Oh yeah, it's just 10. And that's it. It's just 10. It seems. Let's try with less. More burgers. No, the hounds are eating our burgers. Sorry. Oh, you get shipwrecked boss run? That'll be fun. I'm not very good at shipwrecks, I haven't played it a lot. The shipwreck DST mod? Yeah, but they're all jank and they don't work properly. Like, Island Adventures is apparently the best one. I use Tropical Experience, but it's kind of jank, it doesn't really work. Well, it does work, but it's just like, yeah. Oh wait, sorry, that's 10. And also the Hamlet generation is also jank, it's like not correct, and like the stalls don't operate. Let's see if it spawns now with 9. Yeah, stalls are like wormholes. Oh wait, it spawned with 9 as well! Skipping bound. I give you all one-hit kill mode. I'm not that good with... Oh, with lure? Oh, I thought you were talking about, a code, what's it called? Like a tool you use to search through a code base, and one of them is called Lisp. I thought that's what you were talking about. But regardless if you're good with lure or Lisp, it doesn't matter. Because you don't know what you're looking for, even if you are good with lure. You'd only know what you're looking for if you like you know what the code base was, and I'm not, because I'm not a developer on this game. Alright, let's try with 8! Character monsters, and it should be he in Wormwood character file data. Oh, it spawns with 8 as well. It should be in Wormwood character file in data. You're telling me that the spawn timer... Like, okay. Okay, so from what I know, like, the characters might have a file for themselves, but also they add a new file with all the scripts for each new update. So this update scripts are not in the old Wormwood file. They won't be. That's not how they do their updates. They'll add a new file and put all the updates in that. So in the new file, there's stuff that references Wormwood, Wolfgang, and Woody. They don't retrofit it into the old files. So no, you are incorrect. Smiley face. Alright, let's try with 7 seeds, but I need to skip first. Sorry, it's okay. But, please, no saying something as if, like, you know it's the truth, but then you're just, like, guessing. I'm sure there is a Wormwood file that has some of Wormwood stuff in, probably the majority of Wormwood stuff in, like when he was originally released. But, they don't retrofit everything related to the thing. And even then, this perk might be in there, but, like, it would be very weird for in Wormwood's file for it to say, oh, by the way, delay the spawn timer of Lord of the Fruit Flies. That would be in Lord of the Fruit Flies file, if there was one. It would be there, and in there, before with its spawn timer, it would check if there's a Wormwood on the server with this perk, and then it would reduce its spawn timer. That's how I would do it, at least, I don't know. Alright, so now we're gonna do 7. What we're trying to do now, see how how many plants. Alright, it's 8. It's 8 plants, it would seem. So you just need... it's probably a modifier of you just need half the plants, but it rounds it up to 8. The fruit fly skill adds the fruit fly attractor tag to wormwood. The fruit fly attractor... Quick, where's the file for that? I want to see the code. So for all of this, I've been testing in-game because that's more fun. And then if I'm really stuck or I want to confirm, like, for sure, then I look at the code after. But I think it's... I think they just... There's probably a fruit fly attractor tag to wormwood. Oh yeah, but that's not for the Lord. That's for this part. The fruit flies will be drawn to you instead of farm plants. Skill tree underscore wormwood.lure line 430 to 440. I mean, okay, I'll have a look, but that sounds like it's talking about the fruit flies, not Lord of the Fruit Flies. Also, that didn't spawn Lord of the Fruit Flies. I'm confused. Did I not skip? You all have one-hit kill mode. You have no excuse. You all have one-hit kill mode. You have no excuse. And I had tags where like Maxi we could have reader tag. I'm not saying that you don't know what you're talking about, but what I'm saying is that tag I imagine is for the fruit flies, not Lord of the Fruit Flies. Because the fruit flies will spawn, and they'll be attracted to whatever has the fruit fly attractor tag. And I guess Wormwood has higher priority, so they see Wormwood and they follow him. And it never stops, so they just always follow him. That's what I'm saying. What else has that tag? I imagine farm plots, like the tilled farm plots probably have that, because they go to them and then... Like if this was open and they spawned over here and there was nothing else, they would go here and plant a weed. And if there was like a crop, they would go to the crop and untend it. Dude, if they had this fruit fly tag, then Lord spawner count... Oh! The sea bass, I should apologize. It looks like... If anyone has fruit fly attractor, then okay, my mistake. I guess this is a separate tag, because they are attracted to these, but I guess they just added another tag specifically for Wormwood, which has higher priority. Because fruit fly attractor, they wouldn't use that on this because... Oh no, they could actually, because all this does is it checks all the nearby players, and checks if any one of them has fruit fly attractor. And if so, the Lord spawner count equals 0. The Lord spawner count equals 0.5 times the Lord spawner count. So it just halves the cooldown. Right? If Lord underscore spawner underscore count is referencing the amount of plants it needs to spawn, it goes to 7.5, but you can't do that, so you do 8, right? Does it? But you have to skip 20 days as well, so it doesn't like reduce the spawn timer. I think that's all it does, right? I'm gonna open up the file though so I can read. Why is the music keep stopping? Alright, 1 second. Steam maps common don't stop together. Data, data bundles, scripts, let's see. Farming manager.lua. Is that in any subdirectory? I think so, because it's not here. Okay, what subdirectory will that be in? Behaviors, perhaps? Nope. Brains, perhaps? Nope. Components, perhaps? Yep, farming manager.lua. Line 228. Alright. Fruit fly spawner, must tags, fruit fly spawner. Okay. If there's a player nearby that attracts fruit flies, require fewer plants for a Lord to spawn. Oh, it says it right here. Equals tuning the Lord fruit spawner count. For player, so check all the players, and if the player has fruit fly attracted, then the Lord spawner count equals 0.5 multiplied by the count. So it halves it. It halves it. So instead of 15, it requires 8. Simple. So it's not like more likely, but I mean maybe, I don't know. It's a weird way of wording it. But yeah, it just requires less. And that's it, right? It doesn't influence this, like, the cooldown. Does that mean multiple wormwoods with the perk would make it spawn even faster? You might be right, actually. Because it says, for player in pairs, do if player has tag, fruit fly, then multiply it down. Oh, it breaks out. Oh, it breaks. Never mind. It would if the break hit wasn't there. Yeah, the default value is 15. Okay, cool. Thank you, Centuro. If the break wasn't there, then it would multiply with all the wormwoods. So it would go down to 8, then 4, then 2, then 1, and then it would, I guess it would go to decimals, but it would never hit 0. So it would eventually just be a 1 plant was spawned, 1 fruit fly, but you can't have more than 1. So I see a black background notepad. Hell yeah. Man, if only that break wasn't there, that could have been something. That could have been funny. You could just run multiple wormers and you'd have one spawning every time you planted one farm plan. Okay, anyway. Secondly, the Lord of the Fruit Flies simply is more like spawn. Normally, secondly, the perk says the Lord of the Fruit Flies is simply more likely to spawn. But Lord of the Fruit Flies isn't an RNG boss to spawn. You either hit the requirements to spawn it or you don't. Normally, Lord of the Fruit Fly spawns after day 35 once you grow 15 crops to their final stage while you are nearby. So this perk in some way reduce. Oh yeah. Then whenever a crop rots, the early spawn limit of day 30 is reduced by 1 normally. Perhaps it's reduced with this. No, that's not. And after being killed, the Lord of the Fruit Fly goes on cooldown for 20 days. 20 days. So what does this perk actually do? All it does is check if there's a player with. I'm not gonna explain it in code terms. I'll just say we'll just check if there's a wormwood with the perk active, and if so, then Lord of the Fruit Flies requires half the amount of farm plants to be grown to spawn. So 15 multiplied by 0.5 equals 7.5. You can't have half a crop. So if all the requirements are right, so it's after day 35 and Lord of the Fruit Flies hasn't been killed in the last 20 days, and you grow 8 crops, you will spawn. And that's all that part of the perk does. You might not remember this perk. Everyone wants petals over this. I remember the petals one. I want petals over this for some reason. You can mention that because books can spawn him too. I mean, it's not. I mean, I guess, but it doesn't. It's like kind of. It's kind of inferred. Not even inferred. It's kind of just like, yeah, why wouldn't that work? You know what I mean? It's like for me that's like equivalent of saying, yeah, Wolfgang does 136 DPS against a pigman. He also does 136 DPS against Fueweaver. It's like, I mean, like, yeah, I'm giving you the information. It works in all the scenarios you think of. It also makes Fruit Fly Lord focus on Wormwood as a priority target. Interesting. Okay. Also, once he does spawn while this perk is active, the Lord of the Fruit Flies will prioritize attacking the wormwood with this perk. So we've solved this. Secondly, the perk says the Lord of the Fruit Flies is simply more likely to spawn, but Lord of the Fruit Flies isn't an RNG boss to spawn. You either hit the requirements to spawn it or you don't. Normally, Lord of the Fruit Flies spawns after day 35 once you grow 15 crops to their final stage while you are nearby. Whenever a crop rots, the early spawn limit of day 35 is reduced by 1. Normally, reduced by 1. And after being killed, the Lord of the Fruit Flies goes on cooldown for 20 days. So what does this perk actually do? All it does is check if there's a wormwood with the perk active, and if so, the Lord of the Fruit Flies requires half the amount of farm plants to be grown to spawn. So 50. Hold on, it checks if he's nearby, right? Like it checks nearby players. Yeah, they say nearby players. Find players in range 15 wool units. Yo, is there 15 wool units? But like, it's Lord, right? Lord assumes male, I guess. I don't know. So, wormwood has to be pretty close. 3.75 tiles, yeah. If there's wormwood with perk active within a tile radius of... What, a 3.75 tile radius of what, though? Find players in range. In range of what, though? The 15th plant growing? Where does it check? Find players in range. Nearby players. But near to what? Find players in range XYZ 15 true. Okay, so it's the XYZ of whatever object we're in right now. What object are we in right now? Local plant. Oh, right, okay. I guess? So so 3.75 tiles of the 15th plant that would spawn the fruit fly, yes. Of the plant trying to spawn Lord of the Fruit Fly. Fruit flies. So all it does is check if there's a wormwood with the perk active in a 3.75 tile radius around the plant trying to spawn Lord of the Fruit Flies, and if so, then Lord of the Fruit Flies will require half the amount of farm plants to be grown to spawn. So 15 multiplies 0.5 equals 0.5, but we can't have half crop, so if all the requirements are right, so it's after day 35 and Lord of the Fruit Flies hasn't been killed in the last 20 days, and you grow 8 crops, he will spawn. Also, once he does spawn, while the perk is active, Lord of the Fruit Flies will prioritize stacking wormwood with this perk. Okay, cool. Did it pass the data by sharing or by assignment? Me stack. At which point are you talking about? Did it pass the data by sharing or by assignment? I don't know which part you're referring to. I assume it's like the XYZ. It looks like it's just giving the value itself. I don't think it's giving a reference because we're inside the plant object, right? So it's just doing the plant.x, the plant.y, and the plant.z, except it's just not for the plant in front of it. Question mark? It'd be funny if this part stacked though. Question mark? Wait. What are you asking? Did it pass the data by sharing or by assignment? May stack. Okay, what's it? What are you talking about? Did it pass the data by sharing or by assignment? It may stack. I don't know what you're referring to. Tell me what you're referring to. We will find out. So here it sets the XYZ. Yeah, so it sets the value. It just gets the value itself. It says local XYZ equals the plant.transform get world position. So that I assume that would return the actual value. And then assigns it. The timer of the fly. The timer. What timer? What timer are we talking about? There's no timer here. Is this a timer? This is spawn rate. This is just his spawning sequence. Got the perk of wormwood spawning. It doesn't spawn with more wormy woods. What? The perk doesn't influence the respawn timer. It doesn't reference it at all. If you're talking about like more wormwoods equals like it reduces the amount of plants you need, no, it doesn't stack because there's a break. If there wasn't a break, then yeah, it would multiply. It would half it every time there was a wormwood. I'm too bad at texting. The timer of the fly. The what timer? Like the respawn timer? I don't think the perk influences the respawn timer. In Lua, simple variables pass by value, only the internals of arrays others pass by reference. That's what I assumed, so that's why I was confused why. That's like most languages. But here we're like, yeah, we've got a local variable and then we're putting in a value from a object, not an object itself. Warthog's ask for free crafting. Okay. I mean, I guess I'll control F timer real quick. Yeah, it looks for the world setting for the timer, and then spawn time, world settings timer, get time left. If spawn time, there's spawn time string for. I don't think it influences the. I don't know what you're asking. I'm sorry. Anyway, we discovered what we wanted, and I'm pretty sure that's all that happens. Because I did test like 10, 15, and 20 days, and it only spawns after 20 days, so that's the same. And then day 35 is the same. You still have to wait the first 35 days unless you rot something. So that's done. Oh yes, let me talk about blooming stuff. Okay, I think that's Wormwood section done, so now let's go into the Woody one again, because Woody's probably the first one I'm going to do, because you guys said so. Thanks, very kind. Oh, are we making bass over here? Ooh. Sorry. Give a number in the script on exactly how much growth formula you save with all the blooming perks. You don't save any growth formula. I mean, I guess your bloom lasts 4.5 days rather than 3 days. That's it. And the max cap is 5 days. So if you apply 2 growth formulas, you only get an extra half day. So over time you use less. Yeah, over time you use less, so yeah, you do save some, I suppose. I'll pull it up 1 second. I did test all of this and I have the numbers 1 second. Just for you. Let's go down to the bloom. I didn't mark where anything is. Okay, it's a growth spurt. Degrees of time it takes for wormwood to reach full bloom. For testing consistency purposes, all of these scenarios will be during autumn, and I apply super growth formula to wormwood once to induce blooming at a consistent rate to test with. If I did this during spring, wormwood would bloom in 1.5 days and stay bloomed until the end of spring plus 3 days, since during spring wormwood naturally blooms, and during winter, blooming takes longer to start and doesn't last as long. So in this scenario, and lasts half as long. So in this scenario, by default, it takes wormwood about 1.75 days to reach full bloom. It's 1.75 because the multipliers are really weird, and it's usually like 1.675 or like a few numbers. So this was actually testing numbers. About 1.75 days to reach full bloom, after which wormwood will stay in full bloom for about 3 days before beginning to unbloom, taking 2 days to go back to no bloom. Then when the growth spurt, so that's by default, no perks. With the growth spurt perk, the time to reach full bloom goes from 1.75 days to about 1.5 days. We'll go back to that. So about 10 to 15% faster with no perk, while the full bloom lasts the same 3 days and it takes the same 2 days to unbloom. The actual code for what's happening here is a modifier being applied to the formula being 0.9 times the total daytime. So over 2 days, 0.9 times is 16 minutes, multiplied by 60 is 960 seconds, multiplied by 10% equals 96. The normal timer is 1.75 days, so 1.75 days, which is 840 seconds minus 96 seconds from the multiplier gives us 744 seconds, or 12.4 minutes, aka 1.55 days to reach full bloom. That's with growth spurt 1. Growth spurt 2 is similar, it speeds up, so now rather than taking 1.75 days with no perk, this second perk takes about 1.25 days during testing, but we can check the code to see exactly how long it takes. This time the day modifier is 0.75 times, so the same calculation but with 0.5 times gives us 600 seconds down from 840, which is 10 minutes or 1.25 in-game days, which is about 28.6% faster than with no perk. So yeah, it's 1.25. And then next is Flower Power, which says Wormwood will stay in bloom for longer, but how much longer? After testing, it seems Wormwood in this same scenario stays in bloom for 4.5 days rather than 3 days, giving an improvement of 50%, but to be thorough, I tested another scenario where I apply Super Growth Formula twice, which itself should max my blooming cap out to 4 days rather than 3. Now we can see how much longer it lasts with this tier 3 perk. After 1.25 days, Wormwood was fully bloomed, after which Wormwood remained bloomed for the same 4.5 days before beginning to unbloom, which took 1.5 days. Sorry, it's 4.5, not 5. And then next I tried applying growth formula, then applying growth formula. Oh yeah, so that just doesn't work. If you apply growth formula twice, it doesn't do anything. It doesn't extend it. You have to apply growth formula while you're still bloomed. So then next I tried applying growth formula, then applying growth formula once Wormwood was fully bloomed. Doing this was the same except for the bloom duration. Wormwood was bloomed for 5 days rather than 4.5. This makes sense since in the code the tier 3 perk not only increases the duration of the bloom, but also increases the maximum duration cap of the bloom, therefore we stay bloomed for longer. Anyway, that's enough about bloom mechanics. Yeah, so the third perk increases like your current duration and your max cap duration. And that comes out to, like, I assume 5 days. Because usually it should have got me 4.5 days, but then it just stopped at 5 days. It started unblooming. So yeah. There you go, you can stay bloomed for 5 days with like a growth formula, then a growth formula while you're bloomed. And applying 2 growth formulas like right away doesn't seem to accelerate this any faster. So 1 super growth formula at the start and 1 super growth formula while you're bloomed. That keeps you 5 days rather than 4.5 for the perks. Hello, Anna. Oh yeah, this point, I need to check Kataru. What does Kataru say? No, I can't buy anything. Nothing changes. Plan. That's good. So you save 60% more growth for it? Maybe. I don't know. I didn't do the math for it. Hi, I'm like your Disney game. I just wanted to give away for me for a co-op game for you and your friends. It's really cool. I just wanted to hope you liked it. Send you a cat gif. I'm late. That's okay. I forgive you. Yeah. I mean, I could test in game, like, how much insulation this provides, this perk. Getting rid of it from overheating when in full bloom. Hold on, let me look up the insulation formula and then we can tell. You can just plug in some numbers and it will find out. Insulation? Temperature? Is there nothing's temperature? Books, console, wait, what? Heat. What's happening? Overheating, that'll do. So delaying overheating, what's the formula? Well, I guess 60 overheating protection when boomed without a shade plant. Oh, right, he gets it by default. You're right, I totally forgot about that. I need to write about that. Shade plant is a perk which grants more increase increased protection from overheating while in full bloom. Specifically, it provides X extra insulation against the sun, which is equivalent to X. By default, wormwood gains 60 overheat protection while bloomed. This perk is simply additional insulation from the sun. What's that heat res perk you're talking about? This one. Gain increased protection from overheating when in full bloom. You know what it is? Now that I remember, he gets more protection when bloomed. So I reckon there's just a modifier somewhere that just says, yeah, take his bloom, like, heat protection modifier and just multiply it by 1.5. That's probably what it is. Probably in Wormwood.lure. I didn't know if they would retrofit it into Wormwood.lure, but I guess we'll check. Other characters in the main file? No. Where are the characters in components? I assume all the characters are in the same file. I see a lot of world files. I don't see Wormwood. Alright, there's Wormwood.lure. Let's take a peek. So we're looking for a Wormwood skill tree. That sounds slightly more promising. Wait, I put one. Oh, skill tree underscore. It changes the value, it doesn't multiply it. Oh, it just changes it? Wait, which one is this? In this file or the other one? Skill tree.wormwood, line 320. 1020 is no longer the cap at summon installation. Oh, right, yeah, because this just adds to it, right? Let me see. Okay, on activate, if int.full bloom, then int.temperature, inherit summon installation equals tuning.installation med large. Let's go to tuning, boys. Expect an additional time before you freeze to death. Installation med large is segment time multiplied by 6. So one segment is 30 seconds, right? Oopsie daisy. So an extra 180 seconds? But is that 180 insulation? Oh, I'm not sure how. I've never looked at the temperature code before, so I'm not sure how it expresses insulation versus time. Is insulation just directly proportional to the seconds it takes for you to overheat or freeze? Temperature. Inherit summon insulation equals tuning dot. Yeah, so insulation med large. So basically, it's just a number, and you have to tell it whether it's winter or summer insulation. Check Discord. Okay. Line 309. Oh yeah, I'm in that one. 309. One with blooming overheat protection. Title, skill tree, blooming overheat protection. Title, description, icon, position, group, tags. On activate. If you're in full bloom, then do that. Yeah. Oh no, you're good. You're good. Then on deactivate, deactivate it. So inherit summon insulation is just give me insulation. Oh wait, no it's not. Because if it's not, because then you, surely, if it was just give me insulation, this wouldn't be 0. Is this a flat value? I thought they would use inherit summon insulation on everything every time you equip something. But instead, it looks like this is just a specific variable, because if there was just other things being added to this, then you would need to take away this value. So you would do equals minus this. Like equals itself, but minus this, because you have to take it away. Like once you deactivate it. Don't know, whatever. So point is, to this variable, to this value, they add segment time multiplied by 6. And segment time is 30? Question mark? I'm trying to find the base variable for for this. Huh. Find me seg time. Seg time is 30? Okay, I assume so, because I knew that it's like... Yeah, there it is. Seg time 30. Cool. So it provides 180 to a variable called inherit summon insulation. I assume the 180 is directly applies as insulation. Lose the insulation perk when he loses bloom. Looks like with new code he may not. That's probably... So this is only talking about the perk. So they probably retrofitted like the rest of the functionality into wherever all the bloom mechanics are written. So when he unblooms, it checks if he has this activated, and if he does, then take away that. Probably. That would be a massive oversight, and it'd be really funny if it is, but I imagine they did that. Because this is just once you deactivate the perk itself, whether you're bloomed or not if, like, you unbloom. That's all this is covering. But who knows, maybe I'm wrong and it's bugged. So, is this how all the temperature is applied? So is that just an extra 180 insulation? Because that's kind of a lot. What else is 180 insulation? What's the umbrella? Umbrella is 240, right? Discuss. I don't want to discuss. Is it 240? Okay, so Wormwood's default res plus this perk should be the same as a umbrella. Need test subject. You've made my world lag, I'm sad. Actually, it's just me. Play folks should be watching this. It's way better than any of the code reviews I've been to. I'm trapped. I mean, I didn't really review much. I checked one part of the code, and if there's a bug, then whoever wrote it would know if they watched this. Whoa, that's a lot of planks. Okay, Maxwell Gaming. Woody, you have beard, so won't work as well. Maxwell, Maxwell, it's gaming time. Yes. Maxwell, it's gaming time, yes. Alright, so gain increased protection from overheating when in full bloom, okay. And now, I'm gonna give all of you God mode, don't let me regret this. Do you like the plink? Yes. It is very good. Alright. Okay. Okay, so. I'm gonna take away your God mode and you can have burger. There is burger. No more God mode for any of you. Alright, Maxwell. Ellie, can you see your temp? Okay, cool. Come. I'm gonna pause, set our temps to 25, then we watch. And cool out once you hit 70. But first, I must bloom. I'm just gonna set my bloom to max. Okay. Now my temperature is 25, and Maxwell's is also 25. Now we unpause. So we should gain temperature at the same rate. If that 180 is a true insulation value, because now I have 60 insulation plus 180. Like, I don't know, mate, 'cause the code kind of looks like it's just overwriting. Because it never subtracts it. Sure. So far, same. Oh, maybe now I'm 30. Well, look, he's teleporting me. Unlucky. Oh, okay. I don't think it's truly. I don't think it's truly as good as an umbrella. Maybe it's multiplied weird, because I'm definitely gaining a bit faster. Unless I'm just a flat 2 degrees ahead. Wait, 60 plus 180? Yeah, that's 240, same as umbrella. I think I'm just like am I like accelerating slightly or, yeah, I don't know. I paused, set our temperatures both to 25, and then I unpaused, so we should have been the same. So it's like technically, from what I understand from the skill code, Wormwood has 0 default, 60 EV as the usage perk, and I want 80 EVs in full bloom. Wait, what? From what I understand from the skill code, Wormwood has 0 default installation, 60 EV has the installation perk, and 180 EVs in full bloom. Oh, so from what I understand, Wormwood has get 60 installation when he's in bloom by default, and the perk should add 180, because that's what this says, right? It says once you activate the perk, the blooming protection perk, wait, what? Yeah. Add tuning.installation med large, which is wherever it is, it's 180. So once you activate it, it gives you 180 into this summary installation. Equals an add. Oh! Yeah, but I assume that this is just. I assume this. Oh, no, it's not a method. Look at that. It's not a function. It's a variable. So does it just overwrite it? Yeah, I assumed this was just a. I assumed this was just a very bad practice variable that they use specifically for this situation. Do they use it anywhere else? Not in this one. Is this the same variable they use for the 60? For the default, is this the same variable it gets assigned to, or is it assigned to a different one? Yeah, my mistake. I overlooked that it was an assignment, and I just assumed it was an equals. I mean, sorry, plus. An endothermic fire got put up. So maybe it is 180, and so it's a little worse than umbrella. I feel like that's a bug. He gets 60 installation. I guess it's still an increase. Getting increased protection. Like, it goes from 60 to 180, but you'd assume that it wouldn't just overwrite it. It would just. You assume it wouldn't overwrite it. You would assume they would just add to it or multiply it. But they just flat out just overwrite it with a. Because that's so bad. Because what if they decide to change it and then someone comes along and changes it to something that's smaller than the original? It should be halfway between umbrella and umbrella. Yeah. So I'm like gaining temperatures a little faster than Maxwell. So it's decent. And you also just can wear an umbrella with it. Yeah, okay, definitely. Okay, cool. Let me just write that down. Shapeline is a perk which grants one with increased protection from overheating while in full bloom. Specifically, it provides 180 insulation against the sun, which is equivalent. Which is. Don't go close to us while go away. Your heat will affect us. I'm waiting until I hit 70. Is default Wormwood on full bloom with umbrella? I guess. I want to give a comparison with purely items though, so you can reference it with other players. Alright, so you hit 60 degrees when I hit 70 in 5 minutes and 15 seconds. 5 minutes, 20 seconds, okay. Which is enough to fend off summer overheating for 5 minutes and 20 seconds if you start at 25 degrees. No, that's a bad comparison. This is something which is the same as, what's a football helmet and a umbrella? Is that 180? You're looking at the default overheat rate for the character. Things that umbrella stack on top of that. I believe so. I don't see why the umbrella, like all of the installation stacks. That's why I was thinking earlier. Like, this is odd. Like, an assignment to a variable is odd. Because then I thought, what if this is, like, a function which takes this value and then just, like, calculates it, whatever, and slams it into a more, like, a bigger value where all of it's added together, but it's not a function. Unless this variable calls a function whenever it tries to get assigned to, and that does it. But I don't know. Okay, T.Y. Maxwell. Oh, I can't die for some reason. Say it's the equivalent to a umbrella and straw hat. Thank you. It's the same as a character with no temperature perks wearing an umbrella and a straw hat. Umbrella has 240 insulation. So this perk is a little worse than just using an umbrella with not the perk. By default, and then by default, one would gain 60 overheat protection while bloomed. But oddly in the code, the perk doesn't add to this default protection. Instead, it overwrites it, so it is 180 insulation. No, it has. That is odd because it definitely overwrites it. It's so weird. It's such a weird way of doing it. Surely you would have like instance. So the instance here is like Wormwood components, and then temperature, and then you go to the variable that you're storing their summer insulation. Then you just plus equals it. But instead, they just completely overwrite it. But I'm guessing then when you equip an item, it then changes it. So like if I had an umbrella, if I have an umbrella. Plus equals doesn't exist. Yeah, but you know what I mean. The equivalent. The equivalent. They've done it before where they do the equivalent of plus equals. They go inherit summer equals this equals this plus this. That. Just not the shorthand version. You know what I'm saying. Yes, that's why it's called inherit summer insulation of function. If it were, you'd be assigned to a new function. Yes. You'd be that's why it's called inherit something. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I'm interested to see how it deals with it when it says inherit semi-insulation. Because inherit, like that would infer. I would assume like, oh, it takes it, does something with it, and then adds it to the rest of the insulation. Like that's why how I call it. That's what makes me think, oh, maybe it's a variable, but like when the variable gets added to, it triggers a function which then actually takes that and then like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? But no, it just overwrites it. And then here just go, oh, set to 0. Woody's transformation music? Hell yeah. The burger, it's burning. Oh no, the burger. So what's your thoughts on this, Uncrushed? Tell me, is this good practice? Like, to me, this just looks kind of odd. Why wouldn't you plus equals temperature.lure, I guess? Oh no, temperature.lure. Because like this definitely stacks with the umbrella. I mean, we can test, but I've gained 6 temperature in a minute and a half. Like before, it took me 5 minutes and 20 seconds. Is that the progress thought about it? I guess. Because it definitely stacks, but then you look at the code and it's like, wait, how does this... Oh, sorry, not that one. This is, wait, how does it stack? And then also, when you deactivate... On deactivate, if you're full... Yeah, so... It's like this. It's like this variable is specifically for, like, Wormwood. Or something. That's just the base stat for Wormwood. Oh, there it is! Well, okay, I assumed correctly then. I thought that was odd. It is just the base stat for Wormwood, because then after, if you deactivate the full bloom, it says inherit the small insulation, and it assigns it. So you get like 60 or whatever. And Willow, it gets used for Willow as well. I mean, I guess if it's on a different object, it doesn't matter, but still kind of weird. Oh, wait. Oh, I understand now. So when it says inherit summon insulation, it kind of means inherited summon insulation. Because this is just this is a variable specifically for built-in summer insulation, right? Not from items, but built-in summer insulation. Now I understand. Like I understand their choices now. Not inherent, but inherited. I mean, oh, it actually. Oh, this whole time I read that as inherit. Not inherent. My mistake. If I actually read it as inherent, I would have figured that out. I would have like made that connection way before. Temperature.lua228. What file is that in? Is that in the main directory? Tis not. Maybe it's in components. Temperature.lua, there it is. Line 228. Whee! Temperature, get insulation. Local winter energy was self.inherent insulation. Man, if only I read inherent as inherent and not inherit. That's why I was like, inherit? Why? I mean, I thought that was describing like the variable. Like, oh, we're inheriting whatever value we were giving us. Value you're giving us. But inherent. Inherent? I didn't read it as inherent. Otherwise, I would have put, oh yeah, it's just what they start with. Makes way more sense now. Maybe I should read harder. It comes out, the boss run will be first bombs or characters. Probably characters. Is this dear source code? This is Don't Starve Together source code, yeah. Source code, just the scripts. I don't know where the engine is. Okay, cool. We figured that out. This perk which grants increased pressure from overheating while in fluid specific price 180 against the sun, which is the same as a character with no temperature perks wearing an umbrella and a straw hat. I realized 240 insulation, so this perk is a little worse than just using an umbrella with not the perk. But you can of course, use the perk along with an umbrella for a massive 420 insulation. And then by default, woman gains 60 over heat protection while bloomed, but oddly, in the code, the perk doesn't add to this default protection. Instead, it overwrites it, so it overwrites it with 180, with the value 180. So it is 180 insulation total from the perk. So now that I've read it, it isn't too odd, but still, with everything else, they never just do a flat value. They never just do a flat value. So Wormwood's perk is in the summer equivalent of Wilson's beer plus 45, maybe. Toss my salad around. You can toss... Sorry. Hello. You could spawn a boss so I can test how good Moose has gotten. Yeah. Sorry, he's pretty decent. Who would you like to fight? Deer Clumps? Here you go. Fight Deer Clumps in summer. Oh my goodness. Wow. Yo, the Moose is so good. It hit punches for 4,000. That's insane. That's crazy. Yeah. Cool. But you can't blame me for assuming this is wrong, right? Okay, other than the fact that I can't read and didn't read that it says inherent, not inherit, in everything else, they always have a base value which they then multiply on top of. They never just like reassign on top of a base value, like a flat value. They never do that. They always multiply it. Or they square root 2 and then multiply it with the result. So that's what I was expecting. So I was kind of like, huh? When that's what it was doing. Anyway. Cool. Players 1 health every 20 seconds. Okay. Chad square root of 2 and then just Chad square root 2 again. So you get a horrific 1.14742 multiplier and then you get a nice clean 2. Also, why weren't they just nice to the moose? Hold on. Let me try. I think it's in Kataru's chat. Hold on. It's... Where is it? Moose run speed bonus. So this is how they calculate the moose run speed bonus, right? So by default, it moves at 0.9. So you've got 0.9, then instead of like trying to make it 1, it just goes multiplied by 1.11. And so you don't have the normal base speed. You're 0.001 less. Did I talk about that in the Woody script? The moose attack speed? Moose attack speed is really slow. The moose attack speed hasn't changed, but it's not worth it to animation cancel anymore. Because if you animation cancel, you never get to the third punch, and it's worth it to just sit there and tank and get to the third punch. I guess if you know that, like, you have to... Okay, so, like, if you're, like... If you're, like, fighting the twins, and it's winding up its attack, and you know that there's no way you're going to be able to get the third punch, because you're going to have to dodge, then you can animation cancel, like, so that you do 2 punches rather than 1, and then you dodge. But otherwise, you should always get the third punch, because it's not worth it otherwise. It's not worth it to animation cancel. Anyway. Alright, Goose default speed is 1.4. With a tier 1 upgrade, the speed becomes around 1.65. Okay, let me check the code for this. Moose run speed, moose reduced grogginess. What's moose reduced grogginess? It just takes more for the moose to go to sleep? Oh! Boys, I figured it out. I see the code which says how the moose's damage works. Yo. Maxwell Shadows get hit by the moose slam attack? Really? I found the code. It says moose smash damage equals Wilson attack multiplied by 4. Then it says moose smash planar damage equals 80. We solved it. What the hell? So it's a 1 times... Wait, what's Wilson attack multiplied by 4? Wait. Moose grogginess means when he runs into something after charging. Oh, that's what that variable is for. I see. So it just refers to that whenever he runs into something. 34 times multiplayer attack modifier. Okay, so the Wilson attack damage is just 34. Okay. So 34 times 4 plus 80. What's your opinion on World with Skill Tree and favorite brat? I don't know, it's pretty good. Sorry, I'm distracted. 216. 34 is a spear though. Yeah, so if you look in the code, the spear's attack damage probably just refers to Wilson attack damage, because the Wilson attack damage is just a flat 34, it would seem. Hello. No, we just throw down one of these. 216. No. Wait. Oh! Yeah, okay, no. Okay, I've solved it. The moose is just weird. That's it. The moose is... I know how the moose works now. The moose is just weird. If you're not fighting a planar enemy, only for the moose. If you're not fighting a planar enemy, you just don't deal the planar damage. That's it. You just don't do the planar damage. You just do the physical damage indicated here. 34 multiplied by 4 is 136, then the plus 80. You just don't do it. But then, shh. I will show you my children. I must untrap. It's okay, my child. I will explain. We will figure this out together. We were stuck on this the other day, but now we will solve it. So then you just hack yourself in some bright shades. So, okay, so normally, right? So normally, the bright shade sword deals 38 physical and then 30 planar. So if the moose was consistent, so if this was consistent with the moose, I should only do 38 damage to this. But I do 68. So the planar damage goes through. And if I give it a football helmet, I should do 38 multiply. I should do 7.6 plus 30. 37.6. Wow, it's almost as if the planar damage pierces the armor as it's meant to. Cool. Except then you turn into the moose. And 1, 2, bam. Doesn't do any piercing. It doesn't do any piercing. It's just 136 multiplied by the damage reduction, 27.2. So if you're fighting a non-plat... That's very weird. So the only code which uses the grogginess of the moose... Is it just when he crashes into stuff? Isn't there a plan on it? Yeah, there is. I'll test that in a second. I just need to untransform. Function on tackle collide. Yeah, I imagine that's the only place to use it. It's just when it collides, it just gives you grogginess. Okay, so I figured it out. Epic. That's so weird though. It's just specific for the moose. I guess they just wanted to nerf the moose, and that's kind of it. Because all that does is like you just do less damage against non-planar enemies. So then, if we look at a planar enemy, so we do 38 plus 30. So the I don't want to pull out the calculation, but weapons basically is based off spear, battle spear, yeah. So it destroys the physical and then slaps the flat 30 on top. And because I am lunar aligned, I do 10% more against shadows in both instances of source damage. But then I transform to moose, and suddenly the physical gets reduced, but then I slam the entire 80 planar. The entire 80 planar. And then this gets the 10% applied to both instances. And that's it. We figured it out. Well, time to write about that. Oh yeah, I was looking for the goose speed. Yo, Kataru, can you see the goose speed? I couldn't find the goose speed in the code. I imagine it's just a jank multiplier somewhere. Because it's definitely an odd multiplier because I thought it was 1.68, but then I think it's 1.65. Because its decent speed is 1.4, but it just throws another multiplier on top of it. 1.19. Thank you. Multiplied by 1.19. Oh, I'm stupid. 1.4 multiplied by 1.19. So, oh, it was so close. It's one. See, that's what I thought. It's just an awkward number. Goose equals 1.4 with a tier 1 upgrade. In the code, it multiplies the existing speed bonus by an additional 1.19. So the speed bonus becomes 1.666. Thank you. Wait, the moose DPS is what percent of Wilson's? 159.3 against a normal target, a normal defense target. But of course, the moose is much better versus a planar defense than me. It's 159.3, which is 17.2% more DPS than Wilson. But that's assuming you always get the third punch, which you won't. So it's about the same DPS as Wilson, because you're gonna miss your third punch sometimes. Anyway, there was something up here I needed to correct. Moose's third connection will be a strong area effect punch which deals effectively 2.82 bits. Well, there's the normal, except all of the damage is planar. Yeah, this is incorrect. Which seemingly... what? Who teleporting? Let's comment on the boost speed. Multiplied by every week was 10. Yeah, so they're talking about speed units there. So 8.4 is probably its default speed. Then it gets multiplied by 1.9. And 8.4 is equivalent to 1.4 times, yeah, epic. Wrong one. Moose's third consecutive punch will be a strong area effect, which seemingly deals 2.8 more damage than a normal punch, except all the damage is planar, so you will deal much first. But after literally hours of testing and checking the code, we figured out something very odd that is specific only to the Weremoose. Wishing we had a 1.5 views, but players scared making him too good. Maybe, I don't know. He probably could do more damage. All they have to do is just take away the planar against normal, keep the planar of normal enemies. But as literally as testing and checking the code, we figured out we figured out something very odd that's specific to it. The not odd part is the damage split. Shut up! Is the damage split, which is the Moose's slam attack deals 34 multiplied by 4, so 136 physical damage, and an additional 80 planar damage. But if you use the slam attack against a normal enemy, like a test dummy, you'll see you only do 136 damage. So where did the plus 80 planar damage go? Well, if we do the same, but against a planar dummy target, you can see that suddenly the planar damage is back. The physical damage gets reduced as it should, and the planar damage pierces the planar defense as it should. So when I'm gonna kill everything. Valves or local shit. Steve Maps comment this to the data by scripts. Is it kind of dangerous to leak source code of the game? They put it in the game files, not me. Wait, why did Katara's message get eaten? As it should. So when you fight a non-planar defense enemy, the game seemingly and simply doesn't apply the planar damage. Hence, you only do the 136 physical damage and the 80 planar damage is missing. This is inconsistent with the rest of the game. This is inconsistent with the rest of the game because if you use a normal planar damage dealing weapon like a Bright Shade Sword, which deals 38 physical damage and 30 planar damage, and you attack a dummy target, you deal the full 68 damage. And when attacking the same target wearing a football helmet, the physical damage is reduced by 20%, but reduced by 80%, whatever, 80%, and the planar damage fully pierces the armor. But like we saw before, this does not happen for the moose. This is a rule only applied to the moose, and I would guess that Clay thought the moose would be too good against normal enemies. Oh yeah, this is our testing. Right, we're just gonna delete this because this is irrelevant. Why did you leave? Because it was too noisy. I would guess that Clay... I'll come back in a second. Clay thought the moose would be too good against normal enemies if the planar damage was applied on them. So it's 216. Hold on, let me plug it in over here. Two punches, 59.5 multiplied by 2. Oops. 119 plus... What did I just calculate? What? 34 multiplied by 4 plus 80. Plus 216. You never miss a third area effect punch. You will deal 159, being 2 punches at 59 damage and 1 big punch at 136, totaling 255 damage. So it's just, except it's 335. So, but take you 1.6 seconds to yes, I count the frames, not frames, 60. Well, the DPS is, yeah, so just 335 divided by 1.6. So it would jump up significantly. Like, it's really pre-recorded stream. What the hell? Jay, this is starting to sound like a bug. I don't know, man. How would this be a bug? It's just a specific rule of if you're fighting a normal enemy, don't let the planar damage go through. But it goes through fine. It goes through completely normally on planar enemies. I think it's just a balancing thing. They specifically put in, hey, if you're fighting a normal enemy, don't do the planar damage. I think that's it. Anyway. And just for comparison, like this scenario doesn't exist, so the 209 DPS it's not even that crazy. It's not even that crazy. Even if that scenario happened where the planar damage goes through every single time, you're only doing 1.53 times the damage of Wilson. It's not even a crazy amount. What a character with 1.5 times damage when they're in a specific form, that's fine. So if it is a bug, I hope they fix it because it's not even that crazy. Fine, I'll streach. There, I streached. It's not even that crazy because right now it's only 17%. The Moose is still kind of mid. I think with the transformation, he's not. Well, okay, so against planar enemies, he's better than everyone except like Wolfgang. I'm pretty sure. Hold on, we need to log in and test again. I'm pretty sure against planar enemies, he's just better than all the default damage characters. Pretty sure. Hello. I like how even without the damage numbers, I still figured out, like you can see I wrote down here, like it's jank and I don't know how they did the numbers, but it definitely doesn't apply a part of the damage when you're fighting a normal enemy, and I guess that would be the planar damage. But it's not even that crazy. It's 1.5 times damage multiplier, and it's not even going to be that because you have to punch and you always have to land in the third punch. My son trapped me and kept trolling. So I'll highlight this. It's like not even that crazy. So there's a skill issue, what the hell? Ooh, woo! Sorry. I'll need a Wilson in a second. A Wilson without any perks. Go away. Damn. What was I testing? Let me read this. But after literally hours of testing and checking the code, we figured out something very odd that is specific only to the Weremoose. The not odd part is the damage split, which is the Moose's slam attack deals 34 times 4 equals 130 physical and an additional 80 planar damage. But if you use the slam attack as a normal enemy, like a test dummy, you'll see you'll only do 130 damage. Where did the plus 80 planar damage go? Well, if we do the same but against the planar damage, you can see that suddenly the planar damage is back. Physical damage gets reduced as it should by the planar defense. And the planar damage pierces the planar as it should. So when you fight a non-planar defense enemy, the game seemingly and simply doesn't apply the planar damage, hence you only do 130 damage and the 80 planar damage is missing. This is inconsistent with the rest of the game because if you use a normal planar damage dealing weapon like a Bright Shade Sword, which deals 38 physical damage, 30 planar damage, and you attack the enemy, you deal the full 60 damage, and when attacking the same target wearing a football helmet, the physical damage is reduced by 80% and the planar damage fully pierces the armor. But like we saw before, this does not happen for the Moose. This is a rule only applied to the Moose, and I would guess that Clay thought the Moose would be too good against normal enemies if the planar damage was applied on then. Even though, if this was true, the Moose's DPS would be 1.5 times that of a Wilson with no perks. Which I think is fine and not too powerful. The inconsistent part is what bothers me. I feel like it's a very clean inconsistency, which is if you're fighting a normal target, don't apply the planar damage. Which is like, I get it, because it's like a somewhat normal attack rate, and it's one big slam for 200 damage, which is kind of unheard of, and it's this area effect. Moose's surround speed is 1.11. Huh? No, it's 0.999. Because it's default 0.9, then they multiply it by 1.11. So it goes to 0.999. Correct? Or no? Alright, Wilson, you have no perks, right? Wilson, no perks. I'm just saying what in June boost run speed bonus mult equals 1.11. Oh wait, maybe I missed something. Okay, actually, you know, Wilson, run with me. Yeah, I'm definitely not overtaking. Technically, I'm going a smidge slower. But, like, yeah, there's no way I'm overtaking. Alright, thank you. Okay, it's multiplied by 1.11, my bad. I thought it was 1.111. 3 ones. Anyway, oh, I have one hit kill mode on. So, with no perks, I do 146. Okay, Wilson. Gaming time. So, I'm gonna give you a Bright Shade Sword. And then you're gonna hit the thing. Then I'm just gonna calculate the DPS. Hey, what do I do? What's my normal punch? 37.5? Oh. Yeah, 37.5. Then 146. Okay. Oh wait, it should be... Wait. Wait, that doesn't add up. Oh no, is it inconsistent here as well? Why is it doing tons of bonus damage? Yeah, no, yeah. So when you're fighting normal enemy, it doesn't do planar damage. But here it does planar damage. But the thing is... Oh wait, no, sorry, yeah. 34 times 4. Yeah, right. Never mind, it's fine, it's fine. I thought, I don't know what I was thinking, but like, yeah, it reduces the physical damage by like a lot. So it doesn't divide it by 2, but it's pretty close. It depends how much that. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Anyway, sorry. Yes. Bright Shade Sword. So I do 36.5 twice. And then plus 146. So I'm doing 219 DPS versus a planar enemy. Shadow aligned? Yes, if he's lunar aligned, yes. Slap lunar target. 56. Keep going. What, there's moose cancel charged equals 7 multiplied by frames. I don't know. 7 what? Cancel chart. Oh, how long you have to wait before you can cancel it? That's what that is. How long you have to wait before the charge can be cancelled. I want to see what decimal you're doing. Okay, 56.8. Thank you. Multiplied by 3. Wait. It's 56.8. How many attacks can you do in? 1.6 divided by 0.5. Oops, 0.5. Oh wait. Oh my goodness! What poison divided by 0.5? Oh, it didn't do the point. I swear these calculators suck so bad. I press the dot and nothing happens. Anyway. Yes, 3.2 attacks multiplied by 56.8. 181.76 DPS. Where do I talk about Wilson? Where do I talk? What was I doing this for? Oh yeah. In fact, Wilson with no pets and a bright shade sword deals 181.76 DPS versus Luna opponents. Whereas a no affinity deals X DPS. Okay, okay. Oh, never mind. The Moose does less DPS than Wilson against the planar enemies. But you know, if Wilson has a dark sword. Obvious, but bright shade swords and other planar damage dealing weapons are hard to come by. So if Wilson is using, they buffed what? They buffed Woody and he still is outmatched. Oh, you're talking about. Oh, right, okay. Weapons are hard to come by. So if Wilson is instead using a dark sword. And Woody is using the Weremoose, the DPS changes to Wilson does. Did the Wilson leave? Can I have a Wilson? Ellie, come. Oh, you're here. Hit. Oh, game crashed. 41.3. Kill bats. What is the toughest skin referred to? How much more damage reduction does he get? They removed that. They removed the toughest skin part. They instead just he gets natural planar damage defense, which is plus 15 flat. Unless it's somewhere else. Reset insight without leaving the game. You have to like give an idol to assess your portal. It was instead using a dark sword, was using the Weremoose. The DPS changes since Wilson will do. What was it? 41.3. Attack it again. Okay, cool. TY. 41.3. $132.16. Oh my goodness. What's a fair comparison? I think a Hambat. Because Hambat is something you can acquire on day 1. Like day 3. And like you can also get the Moose on day 3. Hit Hambat. I think that's a fairer comparison, because like you can get them both pretty fast, right? 37.5. Okay, cool. Hard to come by. So if Wilson is in the early game instead, and he uses a Hambat, and Woody is using the Weremoose, which Woody can get very early on. The DPS changes since Wilson will do too many words. What was it? 37.5? Yeah. $120. Okay, that makes Woody look a bit better. Do 120 DPS versus a planar defense enemy. So as you can see, the Moose is a very cheap source of planar damage, which you can achieve early game. I still think it should be more fun. It's fair enough we're using only 3 monster meat and 2 rest for just stone helmet, dark sword, and J being equivalent for with time and no jubilee, so the moose is still as good as early game combat, but it falls off once you acquire. Yeah, it falls off as soon as you get good weapons. Once you acquire speed bonus and good weapons, the moose falls off. It's just now he falls off less. He just falls off less. It's like he falls off, and then you start fighting planet enemies. It's like, oh, he's actually kind of valuable now. Also, this is without either of them without having any affinities. Of course, they would both gain 10% damage, which would get applied. Yeah. Go away, stupid wormwood notepad. Alright, now, so, be quiet, I must read. After literally hours of testing and checking the code, we figured out something very odd that is specific only to the weremoose. The not odd part is the damage split, which is the moose's slam attack deals 34 times 4 equals 136 physical damage and an additional 80 plan damage. But if you use the slam attack against a normal enemy like a test dummy, you'll see you only do 136 damage. So where did the plus 80 plan damage go? Well, if we do the same but against a plan dummy target, you can see that suddenly the plan damage is back. The physical damage gets reduced as it should by the planar defense, and the planar damage pierces the planar defense as it should. So when you fight a non-planar defense enemy, the game seemingly and simply doesn't apply the planar damage, hence you can only do 136 physical damage and 80 planar damage is missing. This is inconsistent with the rest of the game because if you use a normal planar damage dealing weapon like a bright shade sword, sword, which deals 38 physical and 30 planar damage, and you attack a dummy target, you deal a full 68 damage. And when attacking the same target wearing a football helmet, the physical damage is reduced by 8% and the plan damage fully pierces the armor. But like we saw before, this doesn't happen for the moose. This is a rule only applied to the moose, but I would guess that Clay thought the moose would be too good against normal enemies if the plan damage was applied on them, even though if this was true, the moose's DPS would be 1.5 times that of a Wilson with no perks, which I think is fine and not too powerful. Moose's plan, and then this is the part I'm probably going to take out. Moose's plan damage is jank and hard to reverse engineer. Okay, it's not jank, we figured it out. I mean, it is jank, but still. You just know that it will deal more damage to planar defense enemies. Yeah, but for example, if you're a shadow aligned for a land, you will do it. Yeah, that extra damage against shadows, that's unrelated. That's because of the affinity. The full damage gets reduced by the physical damage reduction, whereas if you're fighting planar, it seemingly becomes partially planar damage to pierce the natural. Yeah, this is what I thought, right? Because I thought it just becomes partially planar, but it's always planar, but it's, yeah. High. This is different with we use planar. The music plan damage is not that simple, so I couldn't wait. It seems like if you're fighting normal, you know, and go down. Okay, so I explained all of this, so I'm just going to delete this. Otherwise, assuming you do 2 punches and never miss a third air effect punch, you'll do 159 by 367, being 2 punches at 59 each one and 1 big punch and things. Totaling, not totally. Totaling 259 damage, but taking 1.6 seconds to execute. Yes, I counted the frames, 96 frames, 60 FPS. Therefore, the DPS is 255 over 1.6 equals 150, which is 17.2% more DPS than Wilson with no perks versus a normal defense target. But of course, the moose is much better versus a planar defense enemy. In fact, Wilson with no perks and a bright shade sword deals 181.76 DPS versus a lunar planar defense enemy. Whereas a no affinity moose versus Luna, it's 130 swords and other planar damage are hard to come by. So if Wilson is in the early game instead and he uses a handbat and Woody is using the weremoose, which Woody can't get very early on, the DPS changes and Wilson will do 120 DPS versus a planar defense enemy. Anyway, so as you can see, the moose is a very cheap source planar damage, which you can achieve early game. It still doesn't look very good. I think they should still just let him do the planar damage versus normal enemies, like for sure. For real! Also, the perk gives the moose a natural 15 planar defense, which simply reduces any planar damage you would have received by a flat 15. 48 seconds for tier 3 perk to pick it. Yeah, this is all tested. This is all fine. This is the code values, but it doesn't. The code values don't translate well to the actual practical values because of lag. So I'm not going to mention these. Crafting Bolts of Lucy takes 3 logs, saving 20. Also, the animation is a little different, but it takes the exact same amount of frames from start to finish, so it isn't any slower or faster. Wood carved hat takes. Honestly, the wood carved hat is kind of good because this is my point on armor. The point of armor is to make it so that it doesn't nothing can one hit you. And like 70% damage reduction is like enough to not get one hit unless you get slammed by 3 lasers by Celestial Champion. Or 6 lasers, I mean. If you're wearing a log suit and like it breaks and you have more log suits, it doesn't matter because you'll survive with low health, but you'll still survive at 150 health. But that's not enough. But 70% against day to day is like totally fine. And the walking stick is epic. It's durable drain regardless of your movement on it. It's durable is 4 days. Like it's very good for pre and midwinter before you can get walking sticks for the team. 15 doesn't sound like a lot, but every instant speed you get multiplies with the rest of your speed. So pairing this with walking stick with the cobblestone battle, granting you a total of 1.495. Times speed bonus. Tier 1 damage per tree guard has the weirdest calculation in the code. Rather than just applying a flat damage multiplier, they apply this damage multiplier being the square root of 2, which equals 1.4142. Blah, 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 blah. This is stupid, and I don't know why they did it like this. So effectively, you deal 41.42% more damage, but it makes a little more sense when you move on to the second perk, which in the code they simply do the same thing again, which is multiply the first damage multiplier by the same damage multiplier, so the square root of 2, multiply the square root of 2, which equals exactly 2. So second perk gives you double damage versus tree guards. Tree guard idle, Ravden want. Should I read the whole script? You guys want story time? You guys want to read the whole script with me? Of course you do. That way, we shall read together with anime girl in the background. Ow! Okay. Goose default speed is 1.4 times. Okay, this isn't a script. This is like notes. I'll turn it into a script tomorrow. With the tier 1 upgrade in the code, it multiplies the existing speed management speed is 1.66. While you're the goose, you will dodge 1 hit from an enemy. This ability has a 5-second cooldown. The goose doesn't actually allow you to fly, but will effectively teleport you to a random walkable tile on the map. Every time you do this, it costs a flat 20 wear points from your wear meter, regardless of if you have the duration, perks or not. Yes. Wait, where do I? Oh. Wait, do I not oh, I guess you don't need to talk. Wait, do I talk about the duration perks? Oh, yeah, I talk about. Why is this first? I don't know, whatever. Can't wait for Wormwood 2. What? The goose doesn't actually allow you to fly over there. The way this is executed matters as it could determine how useful this ability is for scanning the map for Lunar Island or Mooncat Island, but here's what we found during testing. When you use the ability, you are sent to a random walkable tile. This random tile is picked from a pool of all walkable tiles in one pool, regardless of it is part of the mainland Lunar Island or Monkey Island. This means that if you, for example, wanted to find Lunar Island, your chances of landing on it is relative to how many walkable tiles it has relative to the rest of the world. So if the entire world has 160,000 tiles, 54,000 of which were walkable land tiles, and Lunar Island was 5,000 of those tiles, you'd have 5,000 out of 45,000 chance, or a 9.2% chance to land anywhere on Lunar Island. And these numbers are based on the approximate numbers of a real default map I generated. I guess we generated. So only about 1/3 of the time map is land. Interesting. It is walkable land. Transformation timer base 4 minutes, tier 1 48, then tier 2 is an extra 48, tier 3 is 96. At tier 3 you stay transformation for like 36 or 10 minutes, 12 seconds. Beaver standing still, not working 20 minutes. Oh yeah. So yeah, the beaver running around and not working is 21 seconds, but then beaver perk running around. Wait, what? Oh yeah. Beaver perk standing still, not working is 22 seconds. Yeah, so it's like you lose the perk if you stand still, which is really, really weird. So, see, another inconsistency that could seem like a bug. Also, I should mention down there that that could just be a bug, but it seems pretty intentional. Where be Mind Fast default takes 11 bites to the main rock, with perk takes 5 bites to main rock. Mine's twice as fast rounded in your favor, as in 11 divided by 2 equals 5.5 rounded to 5. Normal character with the flint daggers would take 6 swings to break a rock. Chop faster. Normally, 1 bite equals 4 chops from Wilson with a flint axe. So small tree takes 2 bites, medium 3, tool 4, and totally normal trees 5 bites. With the perk, 1 bite is 7 chops from Wilson with a flint axe. So you knock down small trees in 1 bite, medium trees 2 bites, big trees 3 bites. But also you knock down totally normal trees in 3 bites because they normally take 20 chops to knock down. Chop and mine hard materials. Hard materials are things like dreadstone outcrop that spawn on top of nightmare fishes after repairing the ancient gateway. Normally you cannot mine this as the beaver without this perk. Other hardish materials are affected by this perk too. Normally the beaver can mine crystal outcrops from the lunar rift that spawns after collision and giving white stuff to the lunar. But with this perk, the beaver still can mine these crystal outcrops at the same efficiency, except the beaver doesn't get staggered back when it fails in mining action. Normally you get staggered back for a short period, although even without this perk, the beaver still mines the outcrops significantly faster than a player, so the knockback animation is a lot shorter. Also with this perk, you can activate the Nightmare Werepig's pillars, as in you can make them vibrate to cause him to be unleashed and begin the fight. Big crystal, 15 bites plus 2, doesn't get staggered when... Alright, okay, we gotta do some testing time. It's time that we test some rocks. I love rocks. Did someone say banger? Get in hole. You love rocks so much, why don't you become one? No. Why is it 7:30? When's the update? Is it 27th? I forgot. Scrolling into the Discord, 27th, 10 a.m. Pacific, which is like 5 p.m. my time. 10 a.m. Pacific time to UK. Yes. Oh, 6 p.m. 6 p.m. Interesting. That's how time works. What time? Oh no, have I been kicked out of the server? I won't be there because I'm going to Japan. Woohoo, nice. What time is it for you right now? It's 7:30. Let me continue reading. Are there any situations where wounds with third punch is useful? It's just good. It's just, if you're not using the third punch, you're better off not being the moose. Nice. There's a follow. The server is saying no. Ah! Alright, it's late, so I'm going to end stream, but we're gonna see if there is someone that we can raid. Wow, Jazzy is streaming! Wow! Yeah, we don't really need... maybe I should... Hold off on that. I need to... Hold on, I need to check... I didn't check first hand, how the Dreadstone rock mining works. I must check. So, Jazzy, I'm sorry, we will raid you in a second, but I need to check. I must verify. It's the only thing left to verify, I think. Went from day one, worst handbat, to worst bright shade sword, element, jelly beans, that's become a stepping stone. Yeah, I guess. Like, once you remember, oh wait, it's something you can get on day one, and it's just accessible like that, and it gives you 90% damage reduction, and it gives you health regeneration. It's like, oh, okay. Like, it's a lot of free stuff. Wigford's skill tree, yeah, just decrease in song timers, or they activate automatically or something, and they don't stop your animations. Okay, boys, we need to go to boys, we must go to oh no, I might perish. Ow. Boys, grab the Dreadstone and give it to the Queen once she dies. I mean, once she appears. Why are we cooking? Jesse, let's cook. Oh, I'm so sorry. I control left and killed Wickerbottom. Bruh, I'm sorry. Use a fourth song? Yeah, it'll probably be something like that. Like, it won't like, your inspiration won't deplete. Yo, but like, imagine this, right? Imagine Wigford's skill tree, like, one of the top perks is just like inspiration never drains or something. Wow! Like, once it's built up, it just never drains, or it drains like significantly slower, so that you can use the songs outside of combat. Because right now the songs you could basically only use in boss combat. You can't use it like against pigs because you just don't get inspiration fast enough. What the hell? Inspiration is her equivalent to moose were moose. I don't understand the equivalency, but hell yeah. Death. Give Dreadstone to Mom. I'll use different songs if it doesn't drain. You're right! Never mind, they won't do that. Wave at me. Do it. Wave at me. Wah! She waved. Was it? Oh yeah, I had to turn on the rifts. Now we must wait. How many days do you have to wait for the rest of it? 5 days? How do you heal wormwood? With cheats, of course. Alright, and now we test. Alright, no one touch the dreadstone in the fissures. Okay, cool, dreadstone outcrop. Oh good, I need god mode. Very cool. Oh wait, I didn't give myself god mode. It is quite funny how he eats you. Just gotta give myself a little faster speed. Oh right, I don't have this. Nice, I put it on in time. Now I can move around freely. So you have to mine this. You're not gonna do this though, but like we just need to test it. Yo, can you gamers come and distract? Here, everyone have free crafting. Make whatever you want to kill them with. How'd you die? You all have creative. You all have creative. There's no I've never seen before because I found Switch. Oh yeah, Switch is poopy. It's like multiple versions behind. Begin fighting for your life, dweebs. Hiya! Hiya! Alright, so anyway. I turn into this. How many bites does it take to break this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15? Wait, did you kill it? What happened? Did it die? Or did I mine it? Gosh, John, I wasn't meaning for you guys to actually kill it! Because it despawns the dreadstone outcrop. Did it die or no? Okay. Now this, I've skipped a bunch, so it should turn into another one, right? Or no? I don't care what happens to you guys. You'd all starve to death. So now, shouldn't this turn into the thing? It's been like 20 days. What's the respawn time at? What's the respawn timer on these dweebs? Place a mushlight. Mushlight? Why mushlight? Hello, Janus. Thank you for the subscription. For 2 million months. How you guys doing? You doing good? I'm desperately trying to... Wait, can they not spawn at the same fissure as before? Or something? Because they ain't spawning. Let me go over to a different one. See if they spawn over here. Gonna spawn over here? Does it not go to the same fissure twice? Ain't nothing happening. How do you make them respawn? It doesn't appear on the map. Huh? Oh, I'm not looking for the rift that spawns, like... I'm looking for the 3 goons that spawn from the fissures. From my understanding, it's just whatever fissure you go to first, that's where the Dreadstone outcrop appears. Except I skipped a bunch of days and they haven't respawned. Maybe we have to go in and out the caves. Haven't spawned their fissures they spawned on before? You would eventually run out of fissures? No, I mean, like, just the previous one. Just the previous one. Not, like, forever. Also, that bat just flew down from the top. Go up. Good night, good night. Then you have to walk away. Also has to be during a nightmare phase. Oh, maybe I didn't unload the area? Oh, whatever. We've unloaded it now. Because I skipped like 30 days or something, and then I skipped through multiple nightmare phases. Actually, I'm just not going to bring you guys down. I'm sorry. You're all going to stay here. Nighty night, Qatar. Everyone plinkett this man to bed. Yes, yes. Oh wow. Okay, it doesn't want to transform. That's kind of rude. One Dreadstone outcrop, please. I don't know how to make it spawn. Nightmare phase? I mean, it's the nightmare phase now. Oh, wait. Oh, well, that's just acid rain. Never mind. Oh, I don't know. I just wanted to test how many bites it takes and it died. Right, I'll just test this tomorrow. Thanks for watching, boys. It is now time to watch Jazzy starves. Oh no, he just killed Crab King. We missed the Crab King. Dang it. Right, I'm gonna raid Jazzy. Go say smiley face exclamation mark. I'm going to bed now. I'm not. I'm gonna go eat food, then I'll go to bed. Good night, everybody. See you tomorrow. We'll do like one final testing stream tomorrow. And like script review stream. Ah yes, script review stream. Okay, bye-bye. Smiley face.